to the Aspire Sports Show. I'm Tyler. I'm here with my co-hosts here. We got Ryan, Kyle, Giggs. I do want to say our Twitter account has been suspended currently because I guess we have tweeted too many times on the past 24 hours. So we cannot answer questions. Basically, it looks like I don't know when we'll be able to answer questions less or next. Possibly in the next 4 hours. I'm trying to get in contact with customer support from Twitter. So if you are watching, I would greatly appreciate it if you see somebody tweet at us or something. Just let them know that our Twitter account has been suspended. We can't answer any questions right now. Can't even do a retweet to try to like let people know this. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. We'll answer any questions you have, and hopefully people will come here for questions. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some of the key injuries this week. So we did have Brandon Cooks. He's officially out right now. So I do think that's good if you have, say, like Kiki QT. Also, CMC's out. I think Frank Gore is expected to play as well. Who are some other guys that I'm missing here? I know that there's some. I'm just so distracted. I gotta figure this out. Somebody kind of take this
Looks
over.
like so what was the deal with Dalvin Cook? I saw like there was like tweets where Dalvin Cook was or Cooks, it was Cooks, that was my bad.
Oh yeah, no, he's out.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody said he wasn't. I don't know, but he's officially out.
All right. So Swift is active. I haven't seen anything on Kenyon Drake to see. I know he was questionable, but he's expected to play.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if any more. Let me look to see if there's let me see a list of ins and outs for tonight's or for today's games, I think. Let me pull it up. I think I like Herbert, yeah.
Herbert, yeah.
Gallman.
Yeah. Yeah, Gibson's out. I haven't seen anything. It depends. So it depends on your other options. Like, I certainly don't feel great about possibly starting him. Maybe Giggs can give you more insight on it. I have no idea what to really expect from it. Giggs, do you know?
With Clyde,
With Swift.
With Swift.
with Swift, he's supposed to play.
Like, do you think there's any limitation or anything?
I don't know. This would be his first game without Matt Patricia. He missed time with an illness and a concussion, so I don't see why there would be any limits here. Unless I'm missing something, I'm pretty sure what's held him out is a concussion and illness, and that's been for 2-3 weeks almost now. He was supposed to play on Thanksgiving, so I'm not scared of playing him, even if it's Green Bay. Like, I think that's a fine matchup. He's been solid all year. He's getting like 4 or 5 catches a game when healthy, so I'd fire him up. They'll probably be playing from behind.
Okay.
Okay. Can't go wrong with either. Yeah, JD. Yeah, volume 2. Yeah, I mean he's gonna see a lot of targets and he's gonna see some carries. Can we trust Clyde today? Clyde or Dobbins?
Yeah, go Dobbins. Just at least my personal opinion. I just don't know what to expect from CEH. I know like he had the week off last week, but it still makes me a little nervous.
Me personally, I like CEH.
You?
Yeah, I think that like the Dolphins aren't very good against the run, so I think they'll be able to move the ball on the ground. I know CH was super disappointing last week, but I didn't have high hopes going for him.
Shit.
Like going like I didn't think he was going to do that well. I thought definitely with the illness, I didn't like it, but with a full week, I think he's good to go, and I think he's a solid play. Dobbins, I like Dobbins, but the Browns just did shut down Derrick Henry, and Dobbins was still sharing touches in the backfield. So I just don't like that personally. I'm trying to tweet this out right
I can
now.
give a rundown. So there's Kenyon Drake expected to play, DeAndre Hopkins expected to play, Kiki QT expected to play, Khalil Mack expected to play, Zeke's expected to play, T. Higgins expected to play, DeAndre Swift expected to play, Josh Jacobs is expected, and he's nearly at full strength. There's optimism that Frank Gore will play today, though it depends on him clearing the final hurdle, and then CMC will not play. It's the slight update that I have.
I have
Okay. And I know that there's a couple other guys like Buster Screen isn't expected to play as well today. So, I mean, Buster Screen has been pretty terrible all season, but I think that even gives Kiki QT a even better upgrade in the slot there.
So
this
QT
sucks right
over
now with
Juju and
our-
Swift then.
With our Twitter, can't answer any questions.
So
well-
would you take Swift, Juju, or QT at flex then?
I would go Swift.
You have that much confidence he'll be that.
Swift's going to be
he'll
like
used that much?
a low end RB2 this week. That's my opinion. And with half PPR or full PPR, I think he's good for 7 to 10 points just through the air. Maybe 5 catches, 50 yards, something like that. Like I like him in this game.
No Fant or Dallas Goddard.
I'd go
No.
Fant.
Yeah, I like Fant. I'm not
Goddard,
trusting Dallas
I do like Goddard this week. The
Oh
Saints are
yeah,
really bad
yeah,
against tight
yeah.
ends.
Sure you do.
The Saints are bad against tight ends.
I'm just kidding. I mean, he could be a nice out for Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. So I could see him getting some nice receptions. For the rest of the playoffs, Cam Akers or J.K. Dobbins. Cam Akers has some pretty favorable matchups. And Dobbins is in a backfield where you really don't know what his role is going to be week to week. So I like Cam Akers for the next few weeks. And they don't they play the Jets one of the weeks? Isn't that one of their matchups? The Rams. Let me double check here real quick. So the Rams'
have it right here.
upcoming schedule, yeah, they have the Patriots, Jets, or they played the Patriots, which obviously we saw the result of
Jets
that.
in Seattle.
Jets, Seattle, Cardinals. Those are 3 pretty bad defenses that he should slice up. And obviously, only the next 2. Well, no, okay, yeah. So those 3 weeks all could matter for you. So, yeah, I think he's a pretty good play in my opinion. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah,
full
got it out.
PPR playoffs.
If you just spam the shit out of Twitter, you can still tweet.
Nuh-uh.
That's all I'm doing right now. Just spamming the shit out of it, and it finally went through. So I did post it at the top, so hopefully people see that. I said we can't answer any questions right now, any Twitter questions right now due to us reaching our daily limit. We are live on YouTube. Ask us any questions, put the link in, and it has live. So hopefully people
Beautiful.
come then.
So
Hopefully
if you guys are watching right now, excuse me, and you guys have you follow us on Twitter, or maybe you talk to some other people that follow us on Twitter, you may interact. Just please share our stream on Twitter and get the word out, just to help us out. Also, if you're watching right now, please like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate it, and we really want to help you guys out. So let's get back to the questions. Full PPR playoffs, McKissick or Gordon. I have Chubb in my RB spot, and I'm not playing Jacobs. Thanks.
Who is it again?
McKissick
We
or
like
Gordon
Gordon
this
this
week?
week,
I
right?
like
I like
Gordon a lot
Gordon.
this week. Yeah, me too. Next question: DeAndre Washington or Sanders? Full PPR.
I'd go
Um,
Sanders.
Who is it again? DeAndre Washington. I like
Yeah.
DeAndre Washington. this week.
Ryan.
I think I'm gonna go Sanders
Oh,
just because
sure you are.
just nervous about the whole like Brian Hill effect on
I
this
will
one.
say I'll
Sure,
say this about
sure,
I'll say this about
fair
DeAndre
enough.
Washington. This is why it's different because number one, Brian Hill, Devontae Booker weren't involved in the passing game. DeAndre Washington will. When Matt Breida played against the Jets, DeAndre Washington outsnapped him. He had 40, I think it was like 40 some percent of the snaps compared to Breida's 36. So with nobody literally in that backfield other than Patrick Laird, DeAndre Washington will see majority of the snaps.
I have Robert Tonyan, Gronk for tight end and PPR. Who should I start? Tonyan.
I go Gronk.
Onion.
All
I
right.
like Onion.
That's up to you. Giggs, how are you feeling? Tonyan
I
or
like
Gronk?
Tunyon.
All right. So we're gonna 3-1 Tunyon. If you like Gronk, Vernon, go ahead. That's up to you. Tyler.
All
has a good
right, let
feeling
me
about
take this
Gronk.
over. Go. Okay, DeAndre Washington. We got start two. Okay, come on. We got start
Yes,
two.
this
So
is
is
the
everybody
guy who
looking
just
at YouTube?
gave a
Is everyone
paragraph
looking at
last
YouTube?
answer.
Everyone just look at YouTube real quick. Because then that will just be so much easier for us. Mike Williams, DeAndre Washington, Alan Lazard, Rashad Higgins, pick two. My opinion, DeAndre Washington, Mike Williams.
That's what I do as well.
All right. Watching you guys every Sunday for the past month has been a routine for me. Well, we appreciate you checking in every Sunday. Honestly, it means a lot. Thank you guys. Are we rolling the dice with Chad Henson in a flex spot over Melvin Gordon or Ronald Jones or Mike Williams or Tim Patrick? Right now I'm going with Gordon and Rojo. Who is Chad Henson? I don't even know who that is.
He was
Uh,
wide receiver.
Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, I would not do that. No, I'd go with all the other guys personally. Mike Davis or Jonathan Taylor. Who do you guys like? PPR.
Mike Davis.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Mike Davis as well. PPR. No DJ Moore. I like Mike Davis. Who would you go, Gigs?
I'm gonna go Jonathan Taylor.
Is Crowder out? I haven't seen anything. Have you seen anything about him?
I saw a Q tag, but I didn't see him being out.
Yeah, I haven't seen any latest news about him being in or out. CH, JT, Rojo, Sanders, pick two. For me, it's gonna be CH, JT. And that's PPR.
JT, Rojo, Sanders picked. I would go Jonathan Taylor and Rojo.
Jonathan, that's really close. Those are the three I would go. I wouldn't even put Sanders in the discussion personally. Akins, Burton, I would go Akins. I think Akins is a really solid play today with no Cooks. How do you guys feel? Akins or Burton?
I agree.
Morning, y'all. What's up, Don? How you doing today? We got Gio, Rojo, half point. Who would you go? I'd go Rojo personally.
Rojo.
Yeah.
Also, Curtis Samuel and Mike Davis in the standard CMC replacement. I'd go Mike Davis.
Yeah,
Who'd
if
you
we're
guys
talking standard, I'd probably go Mike Davis.
PPR need 4 of these. I have literally changed my lineup 10 times. That's fantasy for you. Mike Davis, Gordon, Jones. Is that which Jones is that? Oh, R Jones. I think that's Ronald Jones. Okay. Landry, Claypool, A Brown. Ooh. And then so is that Antonio Brown? I'm assuming.
Need 4.
Or Key.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's Antonio Brown.
So I'm gonna say for me the 3 running backs: Davis, Gordon, Rojo, and then I put Kiki QT.
I'd probably go Davis, Jones, Kiki, and Antonio Brown.
What about you, Ryan?
I think I'm going to go with you on this one. We've been just waiting for Antonio Brown, but it still hasn't happened. So I can't trust him in the fantasy playoffs, even though he has a juicy matchup.
Kyle, who would you go, Tunyon or Andrews?
I really, I don't know.
Just pick one.
Andrews.
I don't know. I have Tunyon because Andrews hasn't been 100% lately. So
All right. Andrews, I like Andrews, but I don't think you can go wrong because Tunyon's definitely catching some touchdowns. CEH or Washington? Who you guys going?
CEH.
CEH. I go CEH as well. Would you start Swift over Connor? PPR Swift is questionable, but he is playing. Do I trust them? I'm good. Kyle, what do you think happens with James Conner tonight? Do you think they're going to run the ball effectively?
No.
You really don't think so?
No. Their offensive line is terrible.
but they do have Pouncey back.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Pouncey's not that much better than JD Hassenhauer. They don't get a push, so if you can't push anybody off the line of
But the
scrimmage, you
Bills
can't
aren't
run the
very
ball.
good defensively.
Yeah, I
like,
know, but so Dallas wasn't either.
True. I like Connor tonight personally. I think they're going to get the run game going. I think if they're smart, they'll put in Derek Watt and they'll actually go like power smash mouth football and run the ball.
The
That's what they
reason
need.
why, and I'll make it short, the reason why I don't think it's going to make a difference is because they can't throw the ball deep. They're not effective deep because they haven't established a deep game, and until you do that, teams will just stack underneath, and they'll make it so you can't run the ball, and they'll make it so they can't throw the ball short, and that's why the last 2 weeks have been really tough for them. And I genuinely think they're too proud to make the changes to make it better. That's just the way I look at it. I could be wrong. We'll see. But I haven't heard anything all week that suggests different.
All right, Michael Thomas or Allen Robinson? Who do you guys like?
Jeez.
I like Allen Robinson.
I like Allen Robinson as well.
Yeah.
Need a flex play. PPR. Deontay Johnson, CEH, Duke Johnson. Who do you go?
Deontay Johnson.
I go Deontay as well. Mike Williams or James Conner, half PPR. Who do you guys like?
Mike Williams against Atlanta. I think I like that one.
I mean, Mike Williams has a great matchup, but you want to talk about someone who's not that safe of a play. I think I would just go with Connor and be safe.
Yeah. I'd like Connor. He's going to see a big workload, and maybe I'm just too biased, but I just think that at some point the Steelers got to get the run game going. They need to make it a focus, and they haven't been.
You want to know how they could do it? Is by benching
formation.
James DeCastro. No, they need to move Matt Filer to right tackle, and they need to move Kevin Dotson to right guard, and they need.
You're saying bench Castro?
I mean, if he doesn't play, he's pretty banged up. That's the reason why he's not playing very well, and he's older. So they're saying the only way he's ever going to take him, or only way he's ever going to see the bench is if he takes himself out. But whatever, I don't want to get into that. We don't have much time. So basically what I'm saying is if they don't make an adjustment to that offensive line, I don't see it happening. But I don't think they're going to because there's so many vets on that offensive line. Or you could put Dotson over at left guard, bench Chooks because Chooks has really been ineffective in the run game too. It's great. They're all great pass blockers. That's what they're built for. Terrible in the run game, and that's why I just don't think it's going to happen.
What's your thoughts on Hurts? I'm starting him over Lamar. He's projected 15.6. Whoa, you're starting him over Lamar? I wouldn't. I'd start Lamar personally. What do you think, Ryan? We'll ask our Eagles expert over here.
Yeah, I'd start Lamar over him just because you have no idea what you're going to get. I think he plays a full game, but just say it went south quick, he could just get benched. At least Lamar, you know that he's at least playing the whole game, and against the Browns, which I like the matchup a bit. I'm starting Jalen Hurts in a 2-quarterback league, but it's just in hopes that he just goes off, but there's certainly no guarantees with that against a good defense. So I would definitely start Lamar over him.
Let's see. How many points do you think Kiki QT's upside is? Is this like in PPR?
I would say his upside is like 20. His ceiling can be over 20 points.
I agree.
If he gets 100 yards, 5 catches, 6 catches, somewhere like there, and then a touchdown, you're already looking at 20. So
yeah, I feel like
last week without a touchdown.
Right. His ceiling's probably like his upside's like what we saw last week. I mean, it could certainly happen again, especially with no Cook. So,
they don't have Johnson
or Matt Ryan or Kirk Cousins. I personally go Cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Matt Ryan's not as good when Julio's not. This is a good matchup, though. The Chargers have been giving up a ton of yards this season, but Ryan has not been as good when Julio's out of the lineup.
Yeah, Ryan, you really haven't been.
McKissick, Elliott, or Hunt, pick 2. Hunt is on my bench. I would just. Is this PPR? KMS? KMS? Let me know if it's PPR. If it's PPR, I'd probably stay that. I'd probably keep Hunt on my bench, go Elliott, McKissick. Let us know. Akins or Burton? We said Akins. Kirsty, we can't answer unless you can right now. I don't know. I haven't tried. again, but we can't answer any questions. Is Ty Johnson or DeAndre Washington a safer play than Josh Jacobs? No, I wouldn't say so.
I have what is that right? Trubisky, Robinson, Montgomery. Also, I have Jackson, Dobbins, Andrews starting in one league. Is this okay?
Oh, okay, so that's his whole lineup. I have Jackson.
Are you a Bears fan?
No, I think that's fine. Who's Jackson? I'm drawing a blank. Who Jackson would be?
What position is that?
I'm
My
guessing
phone's
he's got
charging.
Lamar Jackson.
So is that
Could be
two
wrong.
different leagues?
Are you asking if you should play Jackson
Or just super flex.
over Trubisky? Yeah, or is it a 2 QB league, super flex?
If these are two separate leagues, and what you're trying to say is you're piling into two different offenses. Like you got a lot of Houston, or I'm sorry, you have a lot of Chicago in the one game. You got a lot of Baltimore in the other. I like Chicago's offense this week. I'm big on Robinson. I'm big on Montgomery. The Texans defense sucks. I mean, this all just comes down to Trubisky and how well he plays. But if he can string together a good game, you're going to have a lot of production out of Montgomery and Robinson. And then as far as Baltimore goes, I think that's fine. I think Mark Andrews is a tight end you start every week. And Dobbins, I mean, it's kind of scary right now. You want him to be the lead back and it be his backfield, but they even get Gus Edwards involved still with Mark Ingram. So I still start him, but it's not someone I'm crazy about this week. And then, yeah, Lamar Jackson, you can fire him up. That's fine. If that's what the question was, that's how I'm reading it.
Marvin Jones, QT, full PPR.
I don't
I'd
know.
go
Is
Kiki.
Jair Alexander going to shut down Marvin Jones? Because if that's the case, go Kiki.
I'll double check. Ryan, well, ask the next one. Let me check here.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. So Eckler or Drake?
I'm going Eckler.
Eckler. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Eckler. Currently Hunt is on my bench. He hasn't gotten double-digit fantasy points in like 4 weeks, and I don't like the Monday night matchup for him, especially because the backfield belongs to Chubb. So KMS, that's in. Yeah, that's the McKissick, Elliott, Hunt question. Yeah, we like Hunt. Hunt out of, if we're sitting one, we like Hunt out of that one. So start McKissick and Elliott right over Hunt.
I would. I like McKissick this week.
Which two receivers should I start? Cole Beasley, T. Higgins, Jamison Crowder, PPR.
If Crowder's playing, I'd play Crowder.
We got to sit one. Just sit one. Beasley, Higgins,
sit one?
Crowder, sit one.
I would sit.
I'd sit Beasley.
Yeah, I'd sit Beasley as well.
All right, next one. Akins or Schultz, half PPR. Thanks again, fam.
I like Schultz.
I like Akins personally.
I'm gonna go Akins. Morning, guys. Pick 2, full PPR. Judy, Lazard, Hunt, Robbie, Claypool, Hollywood. Pick 2. Judy, Lazard, Hunt, Robbie, Claypool, Hollywood.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Robbie for sure, and then I'm gonna say Judy. I do like Judy's matchup.
I agree. I'd do the same.
Yeah. I've got D. Parker, Gio, Mike Davis, and Curtis Samuel for my flex, full PPR. I'm guessing it's pick 1. So Devontae Parker, Gio, Mike
That's
Davis,
fine.
and Curtis Samuel. I feel like we're probably going to be all Davis.
Me personally, yeah.
By the way, I do
I would take
feel like Cole Beasley could be a solid play this week. I personally think. I think the Steelers are going to let up a Cole Beasley touchdown today. I do got a feeling. So desperation. I'm not saying I'd start him over those guys. That's not what I'm saying. But if anybody here is like, he's on my bench and I like him more than anybody else I have to play, I think he's good for like 13 points this week, personally.
So we're good with Davis out of those for the full PPR. Ty and I both said
Yeah,
Mike Davis.
I think he's gonna be a good play this week.
All right,
Mhm.
so we got an interesting one. 2-point PPR, Jonnu or Hunter Henry?
I like Hunter Henry.
I'd go
Yeah, I
Hunter.
agree. Is it okay to stack all 6 of those players on one team? Let me look what that was in reference to.
Pretty
Trubisky,
sure-
Robinson, Montgomery. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think they're all solid plays.
Yeah.
I like him.
KMS said it's standard, so it's with the Hunt question. The sit 1, McKissick, Elliott, Hunt, standard. We're still on with sit and Hunt out of those 3.
In standard, that kind of changes things.
Yeah,
for
in
me.
standard, I'd probably start Hunt because I feel like he has
Yeah.
a good shot at because they use him around the goal line. So I'd probably go Hunt. If it's PPR, I'd go McKissick, but in standard, I'd personally go Hunt.
Yeah, I agree with that. Should I pick up Ayuk or Beasley?
Both.
I like Ayuk more personally, but I do think they're
Yeah.
both picking up.
I feel like we need to know who you might drop to pick up Ayuk, but I like Ayuk. Derek with the zinger. Thoughts on Lazard anytime touchdown versus Detroit? I have $100 on it.
What are those
100
odds?
Derek, yeah, let us know what your odds are on that one.
Wow.
I think it was DraftKings. He mentioned it to me yesterday.
Is it an insurance bet?
No, it was a free
No,
$100
it's just
bet
like-
that he got.
That's
Oh, a
nice.
free $100. Okay.
Yeah. Jarvis Landry, Josh Jacobs, T.Y. Hilton, or Claypool at flex.
That's a big payout if he gets that too. I bet.
Who we got? I'd go Josh Jacobs at flex.
Is he
Derek,
making you
what's
nervous
the
at all
payout on that?
with this matchup?
What'd you say, Ryan?
Is he making you nervous at all with that matchup?
He makes me
Plus
nervous for
175.
sure, but I mean, like, we're gonna look at it. I mean, do you feel that much more confident with the other options? I know that Ty has been playing good, but it's basically been 2 games. What's he done the rest of the season? And then you got Claypool, who's losing snaps now. Each week his snap count goes down, and then Landry. Jimmy Smith is back, so that means Marlon Humphrey is going to be back in the slot. So I don't like that matchup at all. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. All right, I'm going to fire off some questions now. So, AB or Debo, who's you going?
I'll go Debo.
Debo.
I like AB personally. I like AB this week. Ayuk or Curtis Samuel? I do like Curtis Samuel. I'll tell you what. Full PPR. You guys feel good about that, or you?
I like Curtis a lot this week.
Yeah.
I like Curtis a lot. Debo or Ayuk? I go Ayuk. Debo.
I'm a
Who
Debo
would you go,
homer.
Ryan? It's not the
I know,
Ryan.
I love Debo. I have to go Debo.
All right, Debo. Mark Andrews, fresh off COVID list, or Ingram with Danny Dimes back. I like Ingram this week, honestly.
For 0.5 PPR, yeah, I like Ingram as well. He gets a lot of volume.
I like a lot of them, but I've been really moving Ingram up, especially with Danny Dimes back. I like Ingram. We have rank Elliott, Carson, Rojo. So in my opinion, I go Carson, Elliott, Rojo.
Mhm.
I would do the same.
Dropping Galladay. Ooh, dropping Galladay. Who you picking up for Gall? Oh, okay. Was that one of the questions earlier?
That was for Cole Beasley or
Okay. Would you do that?
I wouldn't
Drop
drop Gallman. All right, you said Galladay.
Yeah,
I said
Galladay.
Gallman at first. I
No
was real
way. I would
nervous.
not drop
Yeah.
Gallman for that. No way. I mean, Giggs, do you think Galladay plays again?
not a Lions jersey.
You don't think he plays at all this year?
Probably not.
So I would say do it. I'd go Ayuk personally over Beasley, but whoever you like more, McKissick or Mike Davis. I like Mike Davis personally. Agree with
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
But I don't think I'll get the $100 bet back.
So Derek bets 100 on a free
And he
bet, but
wins
doesn't get the 100. So he
175.
wins 175 out the door. Yeah, if
Okay.
Lazard scores.
Gotcha. How confident do you all feel about Josh Jacobs?
Not confident.
I'm not that confident, to be honest with you either. Like, because they have Buckner's back too, so the matchup's not good. At least he's going to see volume. Like, that's the only thing I feel good about is volume. Is Crowder playing? I haven't seen anything that
I have
says
the news
no.
up. I have like this thing that refreshes like every 5 minutes, and there still
Haven't seen
hasn't been
anything?
anything saying that he's out. He's still likely to play. So
Okay. Morning, guys. What's up, Bruce? How you doing today? Duke Johnson or DeAndre Washington?
I'm gonna go
Now
Duke
that
Johnson.
I like Duke Johnson just because Cooks is out, so I like Deontay Johnson more. Not with that. I like Houston doesn't really throw to the running back, but now with basically nobody left, like they're going to have to throw to the running back. Ty Johnson or DeAndre Washington? Me personally, I like DeAndre Washington. Who do you guys like?
Yeah, especially if Gore's back. I mean, that just makes it clutters things a little bit. So I agree.
yeah, if Gore's back, you don't want to play Ty Johnson, in my opinion.
Revenge game for DeAndre Washington? Do you guys think so?
Oh hell yeah!
What about revenge game for Andy Dalton?
Yes, the Red Rifle throws 5 touchdowns today.
I
You
like
guys
Andy
watch.
Dalton this week. I do like him this week. Thanks, fellas. Last question in the flex. We got Jarvis, JD, Andrews, or Edmonds.
Hmm.
I go JD, 0.5 PPR. For me personally, it's between JD and Andrews, but I'd probably go JD McKissick.
Yeah.
Big on McKissick.
Corey Davis, McLaurin, Ridley, Diggs. Happy Sunday. Good luck to
Holy
all
crap.
week 14 and beyond. Good luck to you too, Robert. And I just want to say we appreciate everybody watching the stream. And if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, we'd appreciate that too. So pick 3. Me personally, I go Corey Davis. I would go Ridley and Diggs. I'd leave out McLaurin, and I hate to leave out McLaurin, but it's a tough matchup. Like I just think Washington kind of struggles this week. I don't like it.
I
How
would.
do you guys feel about
I'm with you. It's tough because Corey Davis is such an easy matchup, but AJ Brown is for sure playing. Jonnu back. I just don't think as many targets go his way. I think I'd feel more comfortable playing Terry McLaurin over him.
What about you, Rye Guy?
I think I'm gonna side with Giggs on this one.
All right, Duke Johnson, Singletary, or Washington. I feel like we'll say Duke, right?
Yeah.
Duke or Washington.
You got it. You're welcome, Cal. No problem. We appreciate you. Geo or AB in the flex? Personally, I
I'd
go
go
Geo.
Gio.
Geo across the board. Curtis Samuel, Duke Johnson, AJ Brown, pick 2. AJ Brown, Samuel.
Yes. Agreed.
We had pizza last night. Hell yeah, pizza? Pizza, my dude? Pizza's delicious, huh?
Solid.
What's your favorite kind of pizza, though? What's your favorite kind of pizza? And if you have any other questions, please feel free. Ask away. We don't even do the shows anymore just because we have so many questions. So we're here to answer your questions. Like that's how I look at it. Especially right now with no Twitter. This sucks right now. I'm not gonna lie. I hate not having Twitter. And we have so many notifications. I feel terrible right now. Not able to answer people's questions. Who would you take? Dobbins or Swift this week? Who do you guys like more?
I would take Swift.
Yeah, I go Swift.
I go Swift as well. Deontay Johnson, he's a beast, isn't he? Oh, that's Deontay Johnson. Okay. So Curtis Samuel, Deontay Johnson, AJ Brown. Does that change your mind? I'd probably go Deontay Johnson, AJ Brown then, personally.
Yeah.
We got Seattle or Saints defense. Who do you guys like more?
Saints.
Saints?
I'm gonna go Seattle.
I'd probably go Seattle too. It's really close. I don't think there's a wrong choice. Chark or Debo in the flex?
Debo.
Who you guys going?
I'll go Devo.
I'm gonna go Chark, baby. Let's go, Chark. I believe in you. Pick 3. AJ Brown, Godwin, Corey Davis, Parker, Samuel, Brown. So Antonio Brown. I'd go the first 3. So I'd go AJ, Godwin, Corey Davis, personally. if I win this week, we can have a live pizza party. All right, sounds good. I'm down for that. Thanks, guys. Hey, thank you, Sting. We appreciate you. God, advice on here is as bad as it is on Twitter. Oh well, that's the troll from the other day, Kyle. The Bobby dude.
Welcome back, Bobby.
Hey, use your thing that you wanted to do. Use your thing.
You're gone, Bobby. See you later. See ya, loser.
All right, so we got a couple more questions here. DeAndre Washington or Crowder? Who you guys going?
Crowder.
Crowder? Giggs, would you go Crowder as well?
I would go Crowder.
He does say boom. See ya. I'd go, me personally, I would go Washington. I like Washington a lot this week, honestly. Do you know what's happening with David Johnson? He was placed on the COVID list, right?
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
on
what
the
happened?
COVID list.
I think
Yep.
his family member has COVID. He like went home. He's away from the
Okay.
team.
So he probably didn't test positive. He
No,
probably has to quarantine. Okay. Gotcha. So he has to quarantine. Pick one. Robert Tunyon, Logan Thomas, Mike Gesicki. Tunyon?
Yeah.
Tunyon.
Ah.
Oh.
I honestly might go Gesicki in this one.
All right,
he's
Gesicki.
been turning it on, and they're hurting for weapons, so I can see him getting a lot of volume today.
True. Half PPR. Sanders or Chase Claypool? Ooh. Ooh. I'd probably at that point I'd probably roll out Miles Sanders.
I'd go Miles Sanders as well.
He is one that said that he is one. The Eagles were very divided on the whole like QB change. The old time players like the Fletcher Cox types was just like Carson's my boy, but Miles Sanders is one that came out and said he thinks that Jalen Hurts will help the run game. So,
Well,
to
they're
be seen.
definitely going to run the ball more with Hurts. I think that's for sure. So, like, one thing I'm looking forward to is maybe Miles Sanders getting 20 touches this game. Maybe he's going to start getting the volume he deserves because I think he's their best offensive piece. So, I would co-sign that. I agree. He's going to help open up the run game.
Thoughts on Komet today for a tight end?
Fire him up.
I will say this. I did look last night. He's out snapping Jimmy Graham by a lot. So, like, he's definitely the tight end right now. And if you need tight end's just brutal in general. But if you need a tight end, I do think he's a solid tight end. If there's not much left on your free agency. Also so we got to pick 3, 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. So we got A-Rob, Johnson, DK, Corey Davis, Kiki. As always, keep it up, guys. Good job. Hey, thank you, Michael. We appreciate it. So I go A-Rob, DK for sure. And then for me, I'd go Deontay in the flex.
Yeah.
I would go
That's
A-Rob,
tough.
DK.
You have
I
one
know.
flex to add.
Um,
Yeah, Deontay Johnson, Corey
and then
Davis,
probably-
Kiki.
I think I would go Deontay.
Claypool or Corey Davis? I'd go Corey Davis personally.
Corey Davis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Corey Davis a lot this week. I got Lockett, Deontay Johnson, Justin Jefferson starting so far. Kiki and Corey Davis on the bench. How does that sound? Yeah, I'd keep the guys in over them.
All those guys have amazing matchups.
Yeah, like honestly, everybody, you can't go wrong with any of them. But I would start the other guys. I don't know if is it Carl? No, it's not Carlton Davis. Who's the other? Dean, right? I think he might be out this week.
I think he was playing.
Jamal-
I'll look.
Oh, is he playing? Okay. I got Lockett sorry, that was the one that we just answered. Tunyon or Ingram? Who are you going with?
Tunyon.
I'll
Tunyon?
go Ingram. Here's my thing with Tunyon. He's a touchdown machine. So like in standard leagues, I probably go Tunyon, but full PPR, half PPR, I think I like Ingram more.
Yeah, Ingram has a better quarterback thrown though.
He does, doesn't he? I'd probably go. It's really tough. like you asked me this question in 5 minutes, I might be leaning a different way. Like when you get to this part of the tight ends, like after Waller and Kelsey, like those guys right now this week are just very close. They have good matchups this week. So I'll say Tunyon just because he's getting touchdowns and touchdowns are king. So I like touchdowns. Bridgewater, Trubisky, who you going?
I'm gonna go Trubisky. Gosh, it's so ugly.
Can I just leave
Mitch?
that spot open?
I'd probably go. I'd go gosh, I'd go Trubisky
Teddy.
as well. Teddy. Do you guys think the Bills will take the Steelers tonight? Thanks for the fantasy help, you guys. I do think the Bills win tonight. That's why I have a
Hey.
Bills sweatshirt on too. Let's go Bills.
Hey, weather update for that game though. Now that it's said, very cloudy, expected to be 38 degrees, 2% chance of rain, 9-mile-an-hour winds, cloudy skies and cold temperatures. Moderate winds blowing diagonally across the field will make passing and kicking difficult, especially in the cold conditions.
For what game is this for?
Pittsburgh, Buffalo.
Is Boswell playing tonight, Kyle?
Yes, but his hip is still an issue. So it could be amplified tonight, is what I'm saying, due to bad conditions.
So if you have Boswell, I would sit Boswell for somebody else.
One other weather update that's notable. The Jets in Seattle's rainy, expected to be 41 degrees, 64% chance of rain, 6-mile-an-hour winds at kickoff. Rain is expected with cool temperatures. Light winds will blow from end zone to end zone. Turnover potential will be higher with the slick conditions.
You heard it here from our lead meteorologist, Ryan.
I
Thank you,
do.
Ryan.
I do just as good of a job, I'm sure.
It's not that hard. All you
I
need is a green
know.
screen.
It's raining today.
It's raining. Try not to laugh and become a blooper.
If you had to pick one, Swift, DeAndre Washington, or Barber, Swift. I'd go Swift. Leonard Fournette or Le'Veon Bell, RB2. Dang, that's tough. Who you guys going? I'd probably go Bell.
Going
Yeah,
Bell as
Bell,
well.
and just hope he falls in the end zone.
Bell. If Crowder doesn't play, should I play Sterling Shepard or Cole Beasley for him? I like Shepard personally. I know
Yeah.
Beasley's been playing really well too. It's hard to sit him.
I'd go Shepard.
I go Shepard. Oh man, Big Ben is gonna shrink like a raisin. Oh yeah, right. Big Ben's gonna have like 350, 4 tutties, and everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, we underestimated Pittsburgh." No, just kidding. They'll probably lose. I think it will be a close game.
But hey, I think that the bad conditions that helps Pittsburgh. That's like having an extra defender for Pittsburgh in the passing game. So that changes a little bit of things. But they still have that splash play potential.
Should I sit Boswell and play Zerloin? Oh man, Zerloin. Greg the Peg? Who said that? Optimize, right? Didn't Optimize say that?
Yeah,
Greg the Peg.
Yeah.
I'd probably. Gosh, I don't know. Who would you guys go? Boswell. I think Dallas will
just said-
definitely have opportunities to score. It's just, can he hit the field goals?
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
spot
sit
kickers.
Boswell
I know, right?
after the weather update we had. I'm gonna
Yeah,
sit
if
Boswell.
the weather wasn't so bad, I would
I guess
even with the
Zerloin
injury.
because
Zerloin, Porkloin.
Porkloin. I think there'll be an opportunities to score, and hopefully he can hit those field goals. Even if Crowder does play, should I play him? It's gonna rain. Who would you go, Shepard or Crowder?
It's gonna rain.
It gonna rain.
I mean, I feel like
I'll have to get
the
that,
short
actually.
stuff would help Crowder with the weather because they got to keep it shorter if they're throwing it. But I guess I'd go Sterling with Danny Dimes back.
I'd go Crowder. I want to be. What I'm more cautious about is just the injury. Like with Crowder, you never know. Like, but I mean the same with Shepard. That dude's constantly hurt as well. Like, I'm surprised he's played like 4 weeks in a row now, and there's been nothing. So I'd go Crowder though. Just a beautiful matchup, and they should be down early and often. I'd imagine in this game, as long as Seattle takes care of business. So I'd go Crowder personally. There are other options. Who the other options, Derek? Let us know. Rojo or Gallman? I like Gallman a
Gallman.
lot. I'm very
on-
bullish on Gallman.
I'm big on Rojo this week, but Gallman's been the safe play. They said they were going to give Rojo 20 touches after the bye.
They should. I mean, we've been saying it. Leonard Fournette sucks. I'm sorry, he's not good. Rojo, if you just watch football, you can see Rojo is the much better running back. He deserves more touches. Ryan Tannehill or Justin Herbert?
Herbert.
Just a dream matchup for Herbert. I'd go Herbert. I could see him throwing for like 350 and 4 tutties. Honestly, it's a dream matchup, and that game should be competitive as long as Atlanta can keep up. Herbert or Lamar Jackson?
Herbert.
Who would you go, Giggs?
Herbert.
As well. Herbert. Any expectations from Russell Westbrook? Yeah, Russell Wilson against the Jets. I think he's going to ball out. I think that.
He
You guys
better.
agree?
Yeah.
I mean, if they struggle against the Jets, then it's really time to be really worried about them. There's
Agreed.
no reason why they should struggle against the Jets. The Giants are at least a competent team. Like the Giants are a decent team. The Jets, no, I'm sorry. They're
Yeah, we
trash.
actually do have an official weather report from Buffalo today. All right, thank you, Ollie. Back to you, Tyler.
Well, is it gonna rain or is it gonna snow? What's the temperature?
I just heard
38.
wind. I didn't hear anything about
38.
snow. I just heard the weather's gonna be terrible, so I assume a little wind and snow.
Full PPR. We got Washington, Gurley, or Duke. I'd go Duke. You guys agree with that?
Ooh. Yeah. Go
Okay.
Duke.
Myers or Carlson instead of Zerloin? Question mark.
I go Carlson.
Why are you saying loin?
Ted Carlson
Is it
Zerlo-
loin?
all year.
I don't
Zerline?
know.
I don't know what I don't know what it is.
Pork loin. Zerlin, loin.
Myers. Who did you say? Giggs.
Myers or Carlson? I said.
Um,
I think we both said Carlson.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had Carlson in my one league with kickers, and he's been just fine this year. And I think they're playing. Is it at Indy?
No, I think
They're playing at.
I think
Las
it's at
Vegas.
Las
Uh,
Vegas.
But I think that's even more favorable because it's going to be inside. So.
Well, they're
And
both
good
inside,
weather.
so it
Both,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Oh yeah, true. I guess.
I'm still thinking they play on a fucking baseball field.
That's shitty. Yeah, that was some shit. So yeah, Carlson. I go Carlson over
Isn't it
Greg
crazy
the
they
Peg.
still were doing that in our lifetime? Jeez, you can't tell kids that in 5 years; they won't believe you.
Justin Herbert, quarterback, running back, Le'Veon Bell, Miles Sanders, wide receivers, DK, DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper, tight end, Travis Kelce. Do you think I have a shot at winning my game?
Yes.
Yes. I think your wide receivers are really solid, and Justin Herbert will make up for the slack at the running backs. Hopefully, your running backs can score a touchdown, one of them at least. Need 2 out of Mostert, McKissick, QT, and Ebron. A need Q. Is this? Hey, let us know, John. Is this PPR? Let us know real quick. John Dewara, what's good, fellas? Yo, what's up, John? How you doing? Pick my flex. Whole PPR. Miles Sanders, Cooper Kupp, Giovanni Bernard. Who would you guys go?
Cooper Cup.
Or I'm
Amari
sorry,
Cooper.
Amari Cooper.
I'd go Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
I go
gotta
Gio.
agree. I think I go Murray Cooper.
All right, so 2 Coopers, 1 Cup.
Boston Scott.
Gio, thank you. You're welcome, Derek. Not PPR, so that's standard scoring. So Mostert, McKissick, QT, and Ebron. So standard scoring, got to pick 2. I'd probably
I'm
go
going
Mostert and QT personally.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Dalton Schultz should have around, I think, 8.3 points today.
If Dalton Schultz finds the end zone, he'll have more than 10. If he doesn't find the end zone, I have him for like 8.
Yeah, I think he gets around. I feel like that's pretty safe. Has a really good matchup right now. I think Cincinnati's giving up the 3rd most points to the tight end position this year, so He has a really good matchup. Hey everyone, be sure to live stream or like the stream. Yes, if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it if you like the content. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate that. And right now our Twitter is down, unfortunately. So
Derek,
if
we're not
you
gonna
asking
pay
us
you.
questions,
Quit trying.
if you ask us any questions on Twitter, we won't be able to answer it right now because our Twitter is unfortunately down. TY, Claypool, Ayuk in a PPR playoff game, pick 2. I'd go Hilton and Ayuk personally. Who would you guys go?
Derek, we only usually do that for the primetime games, unless anybody here
Yeah.
has any specifically.
Yeah, I'd go Ty and Ayuk.
Yeah. Box score chase TY. It's a good matchup against the Raiders.
Yeah, is there something going on with Ty I don't know about? There's been a lot of Ty Hilton love going around the NFL. Has he been balling that
Past
much?
2
He's
weeks.
just had a really good
Past
2
weeks,
weeks.
yeah.
Really? I guess I haven't been paying attention that much. The Colts are. I don't know.
Um,
There was a week where I was like, but
Any
guess
player
I'm wrong.
props? Has anybody looked at any player props for these
I
games?
haven't looked at all.
I'm
I'll start to
opening that
look.
up.
Dallas defense or Cleveland's defense? Who you guys going?
Dallas.
So that was going to be my question about that Herbert and Lamar
I like Cleveland
question
personally.
earlier. You guys don't like Lamar over Herbert this week?
No.
No, Herbert has too good of a matchup, dude.
Yeah,
I will
guess,
say that this
but
is going to be a telling week for Herbert to see how he bounces back from that game.
That's what
And
I'm
I
curious
think
about.
that, well, here's the thing. One of the things I like about Herbert is that I know like he's good between the ears. Like he's got the mental fortitude to overcome a game like that, I'm pretty sure. But this is going to, that this will prove to us that Herbert is an elite quarterback. He can forget last week and just move on to the next. If he struggles, that's bad because
Right.
this is a cake matchup.
I'm a fan of him. I'm not doubting him. I'm starting him, so I hope he does well.
All right, so we got let's see here. What about Jonnu Smith I'm sorry, I skipped the Chubb Carson. Who would you go, Chubb or Carson?
Also, we were split on Dallas or Cleveland D. If you want to ask Giggs or to Kyle to break the tie.
Guys, who would you go, Dallas or Cleveland?
That's really tough. I
That
think I like
is-
Dallas.
Yeah, that's
It's
I'll
crazy
just,
that is.
if that's Inkling, I mean the Bengals are a struggle. I don't see Dallas being any negative, any chance of being negative. Cleveland could be if Lamar goes off today. So
Carson,
Knock on
Chubb?
wood for Kyle. Chubb.
Carson, me personally.
You're sitting your boy?
I love Chubb, but I love Carson this week.
Carson's got the Jets. I'm going Carson.
And
What
the-
about Jonnu Smith? How many points?
Ugh.
I think Jonnu, man, he's been struggling lately as well. Like he basically has to have a touchdown or it's not really that good of a game. I'd say if he scores a touchdown, right around 10 points, but if he doesn't, he's going to be around like, I'd
6 or
imagine
7.
5. Unless it's like 0.5 PPR, then probably, yeah, I'd say like
I
7,
think with
8.
it being
it's
Jacksonville, I see
regular.
a little bit more just for that reason. He might get a reception or two.
Ayuk or Melvin Gordon?
Ayuk.
Non-PPR.
Ooh.
I'd go Melvin Gordon, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Gordon.
Carr versus Colts, Dalton versus Cincy, or Trubisky versus Houston.
Fire up the
Oh,
red rifle, baby.
Revenge
Oh,
game.
man.
So if
Don't-
Tyler,
I was going to say Trubisky.
if Calais Campbell doesn't play today, does that change your feelings on Chubb at all?
Maybe. Is he not playing?
He's questionable, and he did not participate yesterday or Friday or Thursday.
Hey, I mean, Zeke ran for basically like what, 80 yards on like 17 carries, I
70
think, against
something,
them.
yeah.
So, I mean, if they can run on him, I definitely think I think Cleveland can. It just, what I don't like is that for some reason they keep putting Hunt in around goal line. Like, why the hell are they doing that? Like, Chubb gets them down there and then Hunt comes in. Like, yes, Chubb is still going to possibly score a touchdown, but that just limits his upside a little bit. Like, why are you doing that? It's so stupid. So let's see, pick 2, McLaurin, Ayuk, Mike Williams, Washington, Ty Johnson, Mostert, or Mostert or Perryman. So McLaurin, and I would personally go Ayuk.
And the thing with Campbell too, by the way, I'll make it really quick, is the last few games he's really been laboring one side, like his injuries, so he has not been effective whatsoever in general. So I think even if he does play, it won't matter.
That question, yeah, he reset. It's 0.5 PPR for those two you just mentioned for the pick 2 tie.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might go McLaurin and Mostert. But you said McLaurin and Ayuk.
Yeah, I said McLaurin and Ayuk. Me personally, it'd be between Ayuk and Washington. I like Washington a lot. I'm big on him this week. Why don't somebody take over real quick? Because I was able to just send a tweet, so I'm gonna see if I can answer some of these on Twitter.
All right, I can ask questions. Hey, Giggs, what are you thinking about that one? Pick 2, McLaurin, Ayuk, Mike Williams, Washington, Ty Johnson, Mostert, Perriman. 0.5 PPR.
I'm big on McLaurin this week. I know he has a tough matchup, but I think they're going to rely on him. So I like McLaurin.
So then pick one of Ayuk, Mike Williams, DeAndre Washington, Ty Johnson, Mostert, Perriman.
It's got to be between Ayuk or Mostert. I'll go Ayuk.
All right, Nelson Aguilar or Antonio Brown?
I'll go AB.
Yeah, it's a close one. Wow, we just hopefully this is it for Antonio Brown. He has a really juicy matchup, so you figure he should put it together today. It's just been missing a touchdown for Antonio Brown because most weeks he's putting up the yards, just not scoring.
I do think that with the bye week, I think that those two are probably working on something. I think they'll be.
All right, just got an update about. Who was that update about?
Aguilar is also feast or famine.
Texans opted not to play Cooks today, and he is now officially inactive. Kiki QT is officially active.
Kiki QT stonks. Stonks are going up for Kiki QT.
All right.
Stonks.
Any expectations for
What are
Logan
stonks?
Thomas?
You never seen that meme?
You'll see.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, okay.
I love him.
Yeah, those are great.
I'm gonna do stonks and not stonks. We'll have those.
Any expectations for Logan Thomas, even though the 49ers really do well against tight ends?
I don't mind Logan Thomas. He's been solid. I think there's better options out there probably, but for this year, I would say that he's almost top 10 tight end. So I fire him up any week.
Brandon Cooks inactive. Kiki QT stonks.
Kiki's player prop 69.
Ty, what are your thoughts on Logan Thomas? Any? You like him?
Yeah, let me just pull up the stat real quick for you. Okay. Our stat guy coming in here. So Logan Thomas on the season right now. Where is he at? Hold on. So Logan Thomas right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is 8th right now in fantasy points at the tight end position this year. And that's with what now? 3 different quarterbacks. So yes, I like Logan Thomas. I know it's a tough matchup, but still, he's been balling out. I mean,
hey, update. I know there was questions about him. Leonard Fournette is inactive, as is Jamel Dean.
Oh man, that's massive! Holy, no Leonard.
Rojo stonk. Rojo stonk.
Yeah. Oh, Rojo stonks.
Yo, that is massive news. If
Leonard
you have
Fournette,
Ronald Jones right now,
stonks.
Ronald Jones is like a top 10 play. You have to have somebody really, really good over him to not play him today. Ronald Jones is like a must start.
Agreed. Guys, if you're playing
Especially
DFS,
yes.
Yeah, if you're playing DFS this week, my 2 favorite coming in were Aaron Jones and Montgomery, but I like Rojo just as much as either of those guys now. So it doesn't matter if you're playing DK or FanDuel, the price is right for Rojo on both. Fire him up.
Holy shit, we missed so many Twitter questions.
You want me to keep going? So which defense? Which defense? Ravens versus Cleveland, Chiefs versus Miami, Washington versus the Niners. I think I'm gonna go Chiefs. I don't know why. I just feel like they take care of Miami.
I like Chiefs. I'm with you.
So you don't think there's any chance that Miami pulls off an upset today?
No.
No, I don't either. Honestly, I just don't. Sometimes you have that feeling, and I don't have it. I just don't have that feeling.
They had
But maybe that's a
Gaskin.
good thing. Yeah,
If they had
true.
Gaskin, I would give him a chance, but I think
agree.
that's
Or
really
even
going to
Breida.
screw him over.
They
Because
don't
that's how
have
you beat him is
anybody.
through the ground.
They don't even have Ahmed, right? They're
Yeah.
on. They're on some fourth stringer. So
Yeah,
it's
they're
like,
Yeah, Washington. Were you guys surprised KC struggled against the Broncos last week? Yeah, I mean,
I
I
wouldn't.
feel like we keep
close,
going over
but-
this. Yeah.
I wasn't that surprised, and only reason is because it's a play or it's an interdivision game. Like divisional games are always tough. Like I don't care who you are, division games are always tough. They play each other tough, and like I said, KC should have blown them out. They just didn't score touchdowns. They were in the red zone a ton. They just couldn't score a touchdown. So
I think one of the issues though that nobody really talks about with KC is their offensive line isn't doing very well right now in terms of health. So that is a concern. That's why their run game isn't super effective as much. So they have to rely on the pass game, which you see with Pittsburgh isn't always an ideal scenario. Go ahead, Ryan.
All right, we got Suckup or Prater at kicker.
Yeah, play Matt Prater.
Yeah.
Prater. All right, we have a 1 point PPR. Need an RB2. Hunt, Washington, or Gimpy Jacobs versus Indy. For
I
1
don't
point
like
PPR.
Jacobs. I do not like Jacobs this week.
I might go Hunt.
Lucy in the sky. With
You think Washington?
diamonds.
I'm thinking Hunt or Washington. I don't think I'm playing Jacobs, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The Washington thing, Helfrich, I know you're kind of big on him this week.
who?
Washington.
Washington.
The
Washington,
defense?
Hunt, or Jacobs? No, Washington.
Okay.
DeAndre. 1 point PPR.
I like because the reason why I like Washington, I've said this. I don't think Patrick Laird is a factor. I think he's going to see majority of the snaps, majority of the touches. They'll be down. Miles Gaskin is seeing a ton of targets. I think he might be a better receiving back than him. So I think he's going to see a bunch of work, especially in the passing game. So he might not score a touchdown, but I think he's going to have a good amount of yards, receiving yards today. So especially in
What's
PPR,
up, Carlson?
I like him.
1 point PPR. So we're rolling Washington.
Tannehill or Lamar standard? Who do you guys like? I personally think Lamar's still gonna have a pretty good week.
Who is it? Tannehill? I like Tannehill.
I just
Tannehill.
think that one of the issues that they might have, or one of the things that Baltimore might do, is they might kind of just spread the ball out, and they might just, because of Cleveland being their secondary being depleted. I don't know what Denzel Ward's deal is,
He's out.
but yeah, if he's out, I mean that's going to be an issue on the outside, and I seriously think that they're still going to be effective running the ball.
The stat about Tannehill, their over has hit is like 5-0 in their last 5 overs. So they're giving up a lot of points and scoring a lot of points. So I think I'm gonna roll Tannehill on that one.
Josh Jacobs, Gallman, or Rojo?
Yeah. We just talked about Rojo with that news. Although I don't like sitting Gallman, but I feel like you have to. Rojo.
Yeah.
There's very few running backs I would start over Rojo now.
Pick one: Duke, Singletary, Claypool, Debo, DeAndre Washington.
I would play Debo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Steelers, Giants, Colts. Pick one. I think Colts. I think Colts is solid.
Defense.
Yeah, defense. I think Colts should be. Steelers, I don't. I mean, the weather's a factor, so I guess it's probably going to make it low scoring, so it could be safer. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Colts are still gonna.
Yeah.
They might be
They're
good for a
eliminate
couple
game.
picks. What do you guys think?
The Colts defense hasn't looked as good lately. They have been dealing with injuries,
Yeah.
but they've given up a decent amount of points the past couple of games. I'm not sold that the Raiders offense is going to be able to. I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball that well on them. So I think I'd go Colts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go rapid fire. So just give a name, and then we're just gonna, because we have a bunch to catch up on. So Ayuk, Davis, Cooper. Pick two.
Pick two.
PPR.
Yeah. Ayuk and Cooper Davis.
Cooper Davis. You guys agree with that?
Yep. I'll do that.
Okay, Ravens, Saints, Washington football team, defense.
You play Saints.
Okay, you agree, Brian?
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep in mind the Chiefs may not have Matthews on defense this week. Oh, that is true. Tyrann Mathieu, there was a question about his health this week, so that is a very interesting thing. I don't know if that's going to make that big of a difference if your offense is super predictable, which I think the Dolphins will be today. One flex, one RB, half PPR. Washington, Sanders, Mostert, AB, Hilton, Davis, G. Davis,
Gabe Davis.
Gabe. Oh yeah.
Man.
I'm down
For
41. Lost Gaston going up versus Hill and Cook. Have Mahomes, Robinson, Adams. Some hope is left. Well, we're
so you
rooting
need
for
to pick one of the
Jan.
running backs. DeAndre Washington, Sanders, and Mostert. You got to pick one of them.
One flex, one RB.
Half PPR.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Sanders. I think they're gonna try to run the ball a lot today, and if he can get like 5 or 6 catches, then he'll hit value.
I want to say Mostert, but I don't know what to expect.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing there.
Yeah.
Like he should be the guy getting the ball every
Makes
time.
no
But if they're gonna
sense.
get Wilson and other people involved, it's just gonna be a headache.
He
But
did come out and say that he's not nowhere near 100%. He said
Yeah,
that
that
himself.
makes sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Interesting.
that's probably why.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Their run blocking scheme is one of the best in the league, and they literally run
Yeah.
through.
They can
games.
have anybody go
Yeah.
back there. But Mostert, yeah, he said he's nowhere near 100%. Won't be for the full
Kicker
season.
question. Thoughts on Sanders
Wait.
versus Suck Up? I thought Miami might actually lean on the kicker a lot. What's up, Ryan?
I don't think we ever answered that.
Oh, we did.
We need
one more.
one running back of Washington, Sanders, Mostert.
Gig said
and then
Sanders. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. And then we need a flex as well. So
Yeah.
the same guys plus AB, Hilton, or Davis. And I'm gonna go Hilton.
Or Washington. DeAndre Washington.
Yeah.
Half
I go
PPR.
Hilton as well.
Okay, so Hilton and Sanders, Jan Phillips on. Lucy in the Sky, kicker question. So Sanders, Suck Up. Who do you guys like?
Who does suck up? He plays for.
I thought he
Tampa
played for
Bay.
Tennessee.
No, he used to, but he
used to,
plays Tampa
yeah.
Bay now. I'd go
Yeah.
I go him.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead, Ryan.
we also missed one. Taysom or Carr.
Oh, that was Derek. I thought he was just.
I go Taysom.
No comment. I won't talk about Taysom Hill.
Steelers defense. They got a few injuries versus Bills or Panthers defense versus Broncos PPR. I think you just kind of got to start the Steelers, like I said earlier, because of weather. I think that their floor for points, I think, is one of the lower ones just because of weather alone. Because I don't think the Bills are going to be able to pass the ball at will, even if which I think they would have been.
Here's Tyler's bold take of the day. Pittsburgh's gonna blow the shit out of Buffalo.
I hope. I'm not.
I like the
saying that,
Panthers
but
D versus the Broncos.
I just don't like the Panthers defense. That's the reason why I'm hesitant. Standard.
Hopkins or Kiki Kuti?
Standard pick to Chart
Michael
Crowder.
Kiki, actually.
If it's PPR, he's probably gonna see like.
No, I know it's
15
close, isn't it?
targets.
That's where we're at this point. I'd still probably go Hopkins, but it is
Right.
close. in my
To be
opinion.
safe, yeah. Chart Crowder, Patrick Hilton. Standard pick two. Chart Crowder, Patrick Hilton, QT, Antonio Brown.
Standard.
QT, or a standard. Do you still like him if it's
I
standard?
like Hilton a lot this week.
I think for standard, I'm gonna go Kiki and Chark.
I'm gonna go Hilton and Kiki.
Oh man, we are not on the same page on that one. What are you looking for, Tyler? What do you like?
What is it again?
So, standard pick two: Chart, Crowder, Patrick Hilton, QT, AB.
Standard. I would still. I'd probably still go Kiki. I think he's just gonna have a lot of volume, makes him
Pick
still
two.
Pick
viable.
2.
Oh, and I'd say Crowder. No,
Chart Crowder, Patrick Hilton.
I'm gonna go Hilton, just because the weather does now scare me a little bit in
So
Seattle. but I'd
Hilton
probably
is
go.
liked by Tyler and Ryan. Kiki Cutie you can't go wrong with. And then who said Chark? Was it you, Gigs?
Eggs,
You're-
yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's move on. If that doesn't answer your question, Charles, if you want us to be a little more whatever, just let us know. Debo, Kiki, or Gio Bernard. Kiki, if it's Okara, is it PPR? If it's PPR, we all probably agree Kiki's probably the solid play. You can't go wrong with Gio either. I think if it's standard, I like Gio more personally. Tight end pickup, Schultz, Komet, Akins.
I like Schultz.
I think Ty's gonna say Akins.
I like Higgins a lot today,
Over Schultz and
Akins.
Komet.
personally.
Okay.
I mean, Komet's a dart throw, so I really feel like it's between the other two. And I'll go Akins.
Full PPR, Deontay Johnson or Stephon Diggs and flex. Ooh, I mean that's like a similar play in my opinion. 'Cause
I
they're
go
both kind of
Diggs.
Yeah,
Diggs should
but
see so
Diggs-
much, and there's no Joe Hayden.
and there's no John Brown. So without John Brown, I think that he's just gonna feed Diggs all day today.
Who, Brown?
John Brown. So Dan H, we're just gonna ignore that question. I just wanted to say thanks to
Fair
Ryan
comment.
for keeping that final playoff spot warm for me. And good luck to everyone still in contention.
So
this week.
who would you go in this circumstance? Josh Jacobs or Miles Sanders?
Sanders, I think.
Oh,
I'm
against
going
the
Sanders.
best run defense in the NFL?
Ryan, have you gotten any texts from your NFL insiders? Any
Yeah,
injury
what's the weather
updates?
report?
Yeah. Hey Ryan, any weather reports or anything? I know Buffalo, we do
Hold
have
up.
the weather report.
We should put up
We're
we should
actually
put up
gonna
a weather
we're
screen
gonna
for
go
him.
tune in right now to Ollie. He's out in Buffalo. Ollie, what's going on out there? All right, thanks, Ollie. All right, back to you, Tyler.
Ryan, I thought he was going to give us the weather report.
Yeah, I'm giving you. Okay, this is super
You're giving
random.
us? Yeah, give us.
I don't like this. Doesn't even make sense to me. But right now in Philadelphia, it's 62 degrees and
What?
fine weather. Yeah.
Where in Philadelphia?
Yeah,
Really?
0% chance of rain and 62 degrees.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
That's so weird how that works because like the one weekend in Cleveland, it's like a tsunami, and I forget where it was, like Buffalo or something. It wasn't even like that bad. It's
Yeah.
crazy how weather works like that when it's so close too. Science.
Science. Yeah, that's about it. I haven't really seen anything else in terms of inactives. Andy Isabella is another one. In case we didn't bring that one up.
Yo, he's a stud.
Let me go
Christian
through the list.
McCaffrey's out.
McCaffrey's
I'll run
out.
through the list. I'll run through a list of actives and inactives.
All right, then I got
Kenyon Drake active. Kenyon Drake active. DeAndre Hopkins active. Isabella out. Ian Thomas active. Curtis Samuel active. McCaffrey out. Darnell Mooney active. T. Higgins active. Randy Bullock is out. Zeke
Bullocks.
awaiting official status. They'll update it. Kiki QT active. Brandon Cooks out. Eifert active. Irv Smith active. Rudolph out. Daniel Jones active. Cameron Brate active. Deontay Foreman's out. I mean, it's a bunch of defensive
Devontae
guys.
Foreman, that's massive.
Point projection for Herbert, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown. Carlson, we'll come back to that one in a minute. We'll answer some of these other ones. We can get more into that. Is Nick Chubb a good start? We were just talking about nunchucks. Is nunchucks a good start? I think he is. We were talking about Calais Campbell's. If he is playing, he's not going to be a factor, which I don't think he's going to be playing anyways for that reason. So I do think Nick Chubb's a solid play. You guys agree? Yes.
Well, we
No?
got a
100%?
dude who has 63,000 followers, and it's not Stefano, asking us for us only
Oh
at
my
Aspire
God, he's cute.
Sport for
Okay.
advice.
Tanyan, Hawkinson, Gasecki, Logan Thomas. Tanyan, Hawkinson, Gesicki, Logan
Tunyon or
Thomas.
Hawkinson would be mine.
You guys agree?
Yeah, personally.
Just
Giggs.
rapid
I like
fire.
Hawkinson.
Giggs like Hawkinson.
Go Hawkinson.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
he's been one of the best.
either
tight
one
ends
of
in the
those two you can't go wrong with. Maybe Herbert or Lamar. We talked about
Herbert.
that. They still like Herbert. I personally like Lamar, but I don't know. You guys, you take it for what you will. You really can't, I think, honestly go wrong with either of them this week. But Herbert could be the safer play. Due to the weather, should I take Josh Allen and put Kirk Cousins in?
I'd still go with Josh, personally.
Yeah.
You just have the rushing upside with Josh Allen, where he could rush for 2 touchdowns today. I wouldn't sit him.
Especially with the Steelers linebacker. They literally have 2 linebackers
And
on
you
the
said that-
roster today.
No, Dean's inactive. You said, right?
Inside linebackers.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit better. They
All
haven't
right.
had the 2 cornerbacks active.
Lamar, Jackson, or Herbie, we answered that, Ryan. Tukwoski, if you heard us. If not, just re-ask that. We said I lean more towards Lamar. They lean more toward Herbert. Herbert's a solid play. Every week I get nervous that my team will go 0-16 record for the Jets. Or ruin the 0-16 record for the Jets. Yeah, I know, dude. Leave it to inevitably the Browns. Who do I replace Julio with? Antonio Brown, DJ Chark, Jerry Jeudy, Melvin Gordon, Gurley. Melvin
think
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah, Melvin
Yeah, we
Gordon
like
should be
Gordon.
the better one. QT or Debo PPR league. This is my flex play. QT for sure PPR. I would never pick a Miles Sanders over Josh Jacobs. Well, are you sure? Are you sure about that? I gotta get that gif up here too, because you're a Raiders fan. For the last playoff spot pickup, Russell Gage. Do you guys think?
I mean, if
Hey,
you're in
what
a
are the
deep,
thoughts on Russell Gage?
Yeah.
if you're in a deep league like 14 teams, Russell Gage definitely has like wide receiver 3 flex appeal this week with no Julio Jones.
You heard it first. Fournette is out. Yep. Can you rank these for today? PPR: Duke Johnson, Mostert, Ty Johnson, Josh Jacobs, Peyton Barber, Wayne Gallman. I would say Dwayne.
I would go Gallman, Duke, Jacobs, Mostert, Ty Johnson, Barber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
about right.
and to clarify, our issue with Josh, I mean, we love Josh Jacobs. It's just he's coming off an injury, and I mean, we don't really know what to expect as far as
It's
injury.
terrible
It's a tough
matchup, too.
matchup. Yeah.
Like, I'll say this real quick. Colts look like a better matchup due to Derrick Henry absolutely destroying them without defensive linemen. So this is a terrible matchup.
Can you? Okay, we
Agreed.
already answered that one. First time, long time. I got Jefferson, Thomas, and wide receiver slots. Kenyon Drake and flex. Should I sub McLaren out for one of these guys, non PPR?
So I'm basically looking
Michael
at Drake
Thomas
or
would-
McLaurin.
Or Michael Thomas. You would
I'm
still play.
leaving Michael Thomas. It's Drake or McLaurin for me in a non PPR.
Yeah, I would not pull Justin Jefferson. And with Kenyon Drake, I mean, I would consider McLaurin over Drake. It's non PPR though, so that's tough. I think Drake's more likely to get a touchdown, but he doesn't have an easy matchup this week. I don't think he's going to run crazy.
I'm gonna go McLaurin instead of Drake.
Okay. So they're. Yep. Thank you, Carlson. T. Higgins or Naheem Hines. I
I'm
think.
going Higgins.
Yeah, with Jonathan Taylor playing well first of all and being back, I just like T. Higgins more. Understood. What was that? Okay. Herbert or Allen? Sorry if y'all answered already. We haven't. I don't think we've answered that one. That's actually a good one.
Mm-mm.
What do you guys
I'm gonna
think?
go Herbert. I'm sticking
Herbert,
with
yeah,
Herbert.
I think he has an easier matchup, and like we've said, weather may be a factor for Josh Allen tonight. So just given all the variables, I think Herbert they're right. He's playing in fairer weather. Yep. Full PPR pick 3: Wayne Gallman, Mike Davis, Josh Jacobs, Giovanni Bernard. I think
So sit
Gio,
one.
Davis, and Gallman. I think sit Jacobs. I think everybody here probably agrees with that.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell, Giovanni Bernard with Cowboys defense.
I'd go Gio.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that too. Smash the like button. Thank you, Carlson. Yeah, if you are a new time watcher or if you watch us all the time, just please hit that like button. But if you haven't, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. We want to make these videos for you. That way you can keep up with our content. And, you can ask these questions. We'll help you out. Calvin Ridley or Corey Davis? Ridley is basically a no-brainer with Julio being out. I think everybody agrees with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Ridley over Davis.
Non-PPR, who do I go with in my flex? Tim Patrick, Jerry Jeudy, Aguilar, Devin Singletary. I currently have Patrick there. I'm also wary of Singletary because of Steelers D and I have Diggs. So basically Tim Patrick, non-PPR, Tim Patrick, Jerry Jeudy, Aguilar, Singletary.
Only one?
Yeah.
Yes, flex.
I'd probably go Judy
You guys
over
like
Patrick.
that?
I know.
Fair. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
I'm not playing Singletary. I know that for sure. It's between the two receivers.
Aguilar's in there too.
I don't really like
do
that
you
either.
agree with that, Giggs? Anything you'd like to change?
Yeah, no, I like Jerry Jeudy. If you're looking at ceiling, I think that Aguilar Jeudy have the highest ceiling.
Okay. So pick 2 PPR: Swift, DeAndre Washington, Devontae Parker.
I'm sitting Parker.
Sitting Parker. Okay. Yeah, I think that's.
I think Swift is automatic, and then choose
Yeah.
between Parker and Washington.
Okay. You like Washington over AB even with how bad Minnesota's secondary is? Is that who he's talking about, or is that who they're playing?
Yeah. I mean, the issue with AB is just it's been there, but no touchdown. Washington, we're figuring he catches the ball out of the backfield.
yeah.
Tyler's mentioned it all show that Laird is the only competition as far as snaps back there. AB hasn't gotten the end zone while the catches have been there. So in the playoffs, I feel like you need to have at least like a safe. I don't know, dude. That one's really tough.
What's the question again?
Washington
or
AB?
AB.
I'd go Washington personally.
Yeah.
I like Washington.
First week
So-
without. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
He just wants an explanation for Washington over AB.
Oh,
and
okay.
why we think that.
Well, I'll say this real quick. Now that you have, I think that they're going to try to run the ball a lot. So you have basically Rojo. So offense going to flow through Rojo. Then it goes to Godwin. I think Godwin's the second person, maybe the first person. And then you also have Gronk. Then you also have Mike Evans.
Yeah.
And you have AB. That's so much competition for touches. And with Washington, basically it's Gesicki and Parker. There's nobody else in that offense right now. I expect him to catch a decent amount of balls out of the backfield today, and he'll have some rushing yards. I don't expect that much, but I like him.
So first week without Gibson, Drake is playing so good he's averaging 18 in the last 3 games, and it was NY's 23rd defense in ESPN. What is this Jacob slander? The Raiders suck. Good morning,
MP?
guys. Yeah.
MP.
Good morning, guys.
We
How
don't
about...
hate Jacobs. We like Jacobs. It's
Yeah.
just the matchup's tough and he's coming off an injury.
Yeah, exactly. Good morning. How about Akins with no Brandon Cooks? Yeah, we do like him, and we do like Kiki QT.
Kiki.
What's your first 1 through 10 draft picks next year?
All right, want me to fire it off?
We'll do it right. Yeah, you
Let
can
me do it real quick.
if you
All
want.
right, we got it. We got CMC. We got Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, James Robinson, Nick Chubb. It depends on Aaron Jones. I feel like Aaron Jones should go in that range right there. And then I'd say take your receiver, like maybe DK or Keenan Allen, depending on how they finish the year. And there's a lot of ifs because you could also have Zeke in that range, Austin Eckler. So it just depends.
There you
Top
go. Carlson, we also didn't answer your question about the tight ends. Feel free to
Oh,
recopy and
it's
paste
tight
that if you want to. And that is true. Sanders or Jacobs. Sanders was kind of seems to be what everybody's leaning towards today. Giovanni Bernard or Wayne Gallman. Pascal, is that? I guess it could be. Would that change your answer if it was standard
No.
or PPR?
I think I'm going Gallman. Yeah.
Call
Okay.
me either way.
Okay. Lamb, Aguilar, Gage, Shepard. Pick PPR. Pick one.
Oh man. I might go Lamb.
Who is it again?
Thoughts?
Say it one more time. I'm not paying it.
Lamb,
Yeah, I don't
have it
Aguilar,
up there.
Gage, or Shepard. PPR.
Gage
pick
or
one.
Lamb.
I go Shepherd Lamb, personally, but definitely Gate, like those three. I want to put Aguilar in there.
Okay.
I take him out.
Tim Patrick or Devontae Parker in PPR. Devontae Parker was. Yeah, because you guys said Jared Judy's probably gonna have a good week.
Yeah, I
So-
think we like Parker over Patrick.
Yeah. Who should I take besides Jacobs? Probably anybody that's not on the Raiders roster. No, I don't. Just who are your options, MP? Give us some of your options. I need a wide receiver and a flex. Robbie Anderson, Corey Davis, Hunt, Wayne Gallman. Robbie Anderson, you guys really like him this week, right?
I
Over
like
Corey
him.
Davis.
I would play
Yeah.
Corey Davis, Robbie Anderson.
So you're like, I like. Oh really? You're starting Robbie Anderson or Corey Davis over Wayne Gallman.
I think with DJ Moore being out, I like Robbie Anderson.
I like Robbie
like-
Anderson and
I
Wayne
like.
Gallman.
Yeah, same here. I like Robbie Anderson, Wayne Gallman
I
personally.
agree with that. Unless Giggs, you want to refute that, you do have a minute. We're caught up. So if you want to plead your case on Corey Davis,
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's terrible. And if this is full PPR, I definitely want wide receiver. I would go Corey Davis.
okay.
He doesn't specify, right? Just I need a wide receiver. and
Yeah,
flex.
he doesn't. He didn't say. Michael, is it PPR? That'll determine Giggs' answer, or is it standard? Pick two, full PPR: Cooper, Landry, Curtis, Samuel, or Ayuk. Pick two, full PPR. So
I think I go Cooper and Curtis Samuel.
Cooper and Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, I would do the same.
Okay. I don't really have an answer. Tyler, you didn't hear that, I'm assuming. Okay, I'll just move on.
Yeah, move on.
Hawkinson, Tunyon, Gasecki,
Tonyan.
Logan Thomas.
I like Hawkinson.
Yeah,
You said
I mean,
rank them. I
Hawkinson's
think
been
he
there.
wants us to rank
Uh,
them. I think that's what he asked earlier.
Who? Adam
I
Ray?
think it'd probably be in that order that he said. Hawkinson,
Well,
Tunyon,
Hawkinson
Gesicki,
was
Logan
really-
Thomas.
Hawkinson and Tunyon would be last if Adam Rank was ranking him because he's a Bears fan. He's a dummy. If you think we're biased, go watch Adam Rank.
If you guys are ranking them, what do you think? Hawkinson, Tunyon, Gesicki, Logan Thomas. I like them in that order.
Eric, if we missed those, you feel more than free to repost those. We weren't ignoring your questions, so yeah, repost those if you want. So yeah, did anybody else want to? Oh, who to start? Okay, I thought it was a ranking. You guys said Hawkinson this week. You like
Hawkinson?
Honk.
I like Tunyon, but
I'd go-
Hawkinson. I mean,
Hawkinson's really good play too. Like, I think it's. I'll say this. I'll say it a lot. Go with your gut, but me personally, I would just go Tunyon just because of the touchdown upside. He's been scoring, so only reason I'd go him.
Tunyon. All right.
I know Giggs is mad.
I have
He's like,
Deontay and Mike Davis.
Demon.
so would you start Mike Davis or Deontay over Josh Jacobs, and if so, which one?
They're both better.
Wait, what was it again?
Mike Davis
Deont-
or Deontay Johnson.
Over
Or
who? Josh
Josh
Jacobs? Definitely Mike Davis.
Yeah, he's better anyways. No, who to start? Oh, yeah, we already answered that. Carlson, I hope that we got your answer you wanted, buddy. Shepherds, Edmonds, Chad, Hansen. Pick one, please. PPR flex. Chad Hansen. What a name.
I know it sounds crazy, but I'd go Shepard or Hanson.
I think I'm gonna go Shepard.
Hanson had like 11 points last
Shepard.
week.
Excuse me. DJ Chark or Chase Claypool?
Shark.
DJ Chark, yeah.
Chark all day.
Hi, dude. DJ Chark, dude. Okay, we're caught up. Any other questions? MP. Listen,
MP's mad at us. But
MP. This is all I gotta say. Josh Jacobs is terrible. Just kidding.
MP's gonna sign off and never come back. We need to keep him happy. But honestly, it's just a matchup in this injury. I mean, we like him, but it's a tough matchup.
I wouldn't bench Jacobs if he's healthy. Oh, sure you wouldn't. You wouldn't bench Derek Carr if you had Pat Mahomes sitting on your bench either. Andrews or Frank?
Who would you go? Would you go Mark, or would you go Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. Mahomes is.
You mean this week?
Yeah, this week.
I don't love the matchup for Mahomes.
I go Rodgers. This is fucking easy matchup.
That's what I said. No, they're without both their starting quarterbacks, right? Or cornerbacks. So I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Okuda's not playing anymore.
No, he's not.
Guys, they're without Matt Patricia, so play all Packers. They should all do good.
So, Eric, what's up, dude? You're having grammar
saw it,
issues over here, dude? He keeps retracting what he's saying. It's all right, dude. We're not gonna judge you. It's okay. All right, there we go. He asked it. So let's go. Andrews, Frank, Gronk. That was so we had the Andrews and Frank. Throw Gronk in there.
Who's Frank?
Frank. I don't know who that is. Is that a person?
No, he corrected himself. I think he meant the type.
Oh.
Gronk.
I was gonna say, is this a tight end? Because honest to God, I didn't know who Chad Hansen was. So I just thought it's week 14. They're pulling guys out of D3. So Chark so Gronk is who the question was. Andrews or Gronk? Did we answer that then?
Andrews. I'd go
Okay.
Andrews.
Chark or Tim Patrick?
I like Chark.
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 Timmy P.
You're going Timmy P?
Yes.
I gotta say Timmy P.
Carlson. MP is a
We have to.
Raiders fan.
Raiders. Who do you like? Who does Carlson like? Was it the Packers or somebody? I forget who he said.
Oh, he's a huge Jets fan. Washington defense or Pitt defense? Washington might be a pretty solid play this week.
All right, I'm caught up here. You want me to take over?
Sure.
All right. So who did you say? Who were you thinking?
Not very caught up. There's still a couple.
Washington or Pittsburgh? Defense.
Washington or Pittsburgh? Obviously Pittsburgh. They're the best defense in the NFL. No, I'd probably go them. I know it's a tough matchup, but personally, what is it now, Kyle? 69 games in a row with a sack?
Yeah.
They have the record. Or no, they tied it, right? I think they need one more game to break it. So do they break it is the question tonight. I think they break it, and I think they get to Josh Allen.
Who was
Plus,
the
I did see a
defensive
stat.
assistant and the defensive backs coach when that record was previously set? Mike Tomlin.
Really? I did see a stat. Josh Allen leads the NFL in most turnover-worthy throws this year. So,
In front of Carson Wentz? That's incredible.
actually, I do think Carson Wentz is first. I think he's second.
Carson
Now
Wentz.
that I said that, I do think he's second behind.
Hey,
Carson
I will
Wentz.
give Carson Wentz one thing. The Eagles are second in drop passes as of week 14, and they have 29. That is insane.
All right, what's the reason for like Tampa Bay over or Tampa D over Indy D? What do you guys think?
Tampa's good at stopping the run, but I just think Minnesota has too many weapons. I think they can put up. I think Minnesota could put up more points on Tampa than the Raiders can put up on the Colts. Personally,
Only reason why I'd say Tampa is just because I feel like they're going to make Minnesota one-dimensional. And I think when you can make a team one-dimensional, it's just easier. Plus on the road, I don't know. That's why I feel like Tampa, but I don't think you can go wrong either way. I think both of them are really good options. So if you want to go either or, go with it. Next one here. Let's see. Ooh, I have this paused here. Okay. All right. So next one. Tannehill, Herbert or Tannehill? Tannehill, right? Or no, Herbert. We're gonna go Herbert.
I like
Yeah, I
Herbert.
like Herbert.
Well, let's just pick
Um,
Tannehill in this one so that we can just be 50-50.
Jets are bottom of my list. Gurley or Washington in PPR. My opinion, I'd go Washington over Gurley on PPR. DeAndre Washington or Kareem Hunt? Yes or no? That's risky. But if you want to risk it, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Washington. Listen, no competition for touches today. I'm telling you, there's no competition. He should have a good game. Now it depends on if he gets in the end zone. Kareem Hunt could definitely get in the end zone today. So who you guys going? Kareem or Washington?
I'm gonna go Kareem.
I'm gonna go.
I think I keep selling you guys a little bit more each time I say it though, right?
I think I'm
It's
A little
getting
going-
bit.
closer. It's getting closer.
Who'd you say, Gigs?
I think I'd go Washington.
All right, Washington. Let's do it. Josh Jacobs, Gibson are my favorite. I don't care about Derek Carr. Yeah, MP, we know you love Gibson and Josh Jacobs. You talk about them all the time. We'll get them on the show for you. How about that? That'd be MP. You'd be in heaven, huh? What's your favorite or what's your point projection for Herbert and Saints defense? Oh man, Herbert. I'll give it to you real quick. Do you have a projection, Gigs, for you?
I got Justin Herbert scoring 22.
All right, let me see what I have him scoring real quick. I'll give you
And
a
then
quick
also,
one.
go while you're at it, Tyler, go answer the Twitter questions that are asked like in our direct feed, and I'll catch up in chat. So did you? What was the last one you just answered?
The
It
Herbert
was
one.
Herbert.
Okay, Herbert
Yeah.
Tannehill. Oh no,
it
no,
was
no, that was
Herbert,
older.
Saints D.
Okay.
Points
Okay.
projections.
Herbert, Saints D. I'm assuming that was Carlson.
Gigs, do you have a points projection for Saints D?
Yeah, I see it.
I think Saints D will get like 9 or 10 points. I think they're the safest play. Them in Seattle are the safest plays this week. But I like Saints. I think they can get double-digit points. I think Jalen Hurts will play a little bit better than people expect, but I do see a fumble or interception, so they can turn that into a touchdown and be big. But yeah, I like Saints defense. I think they're good for 9 to 10.
Yakui Lee, what's up, brother? Thank you. We are doing well. Hope you are as well. Where was I going with the next? Oh yeah, Carson's best wide receiver is a practice squad hero. Dude, what do you mean? Fulgham's beast. I got my predictions, MP. Where are they at, though? There they are. Kyle Murray. Who's that? Who's your favorite players? Kyle, Tyler, Ryan, and Giggs. I think I asked you guys before, but I forgot. Like in the whole league. If you are curious about in the entire league, other than our favorite teams, that's actually a pretty good question. We could answer that one. Let us know, unless you just mean on our favorite teams. Flex standard, L Debo. Standard league. Debo, Amari Cooper, or DeAndre Washington. I know Tyler does not like DeAndre Washington this week, so don't play him. Do you like him over Debo and Amari Cooper?
No.
I'd go Cooper personally. Well, I saw a stat, and I'll say this about Debo. Debo's been great, but Debo nearly has all of his yards after the catch on the season. So that scares me a little bit. What if right now Washington is one of the best tackling teams in the NFL. So that just scares me a little bit.
Interesting. I need 2 RB, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Who would you pick? James Conner, McKissick, Gurley, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Ronald Jones, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, D Hop, Amari Cooper. I think Jefferson and D Hop are kind of unanimous, and so are Ronald Jones and
He's loaded at wide receiver too.
yeah. And then who would you pick for flex between Amari Cooper, AJ Brown, and Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Gurley. And I assume the second starting running back, other than Ronald Jones, would be either James Conner or J.D. McKissick. So who are you picking? Are you picking either of them over Josh Jacobs, actually, or Kenyon Drake?
I'm for sure starting Ronald Jones, and then it would
Yeah.
be between Connor, McKissick, and Drake for me.
That's what
I think I would go McKissick, especially in full PPR. For the wide receiver situation's tough. I
But the
would
good
play
thing, I
Justin
mean, it's
Jefferson
two,
and Brown for sure.
but you can pick the flex out of that as well.
Yeah.
So
So I'd
Cooper
probably
and D Hop.
D Hop, I guess.
Well, I said
I'd go Cooper.
So I said Justin Jefferson and D Hop as the starters. And then Ronald Jones and who else for your other running back? And then you pick your flex.
Let's
out of the
eliminate one
remainder.
of the three. Like, if you had to eliminate one out of Connor, McKissick, Drake, who would it be? Connor?
Yeah.
I think because of weather, I think they are gonna run the ball a lot. So I actually could see Connor having a pretty good day today, given the weather. So I do like him over Drake, but I don't know about McKissick, just because of his receiving value. So if it's PPR, I like Drake more. If it's standard, I like James more.
I'm gonna go McKissick.
Okay. So who do you guys like for the flex then? You like Amari
I'm gonna
Cooper?
go Cooper. I like
Okay.
Cooper.
Cooper or AJ Brown, Gigs?
No, he picked AJ Brown,
I think
Justin
I like AJ
Jefferson.
Brown.
Okay.
I think Jacksonville's pass defense is atrocious.
So would you pick Jefferson for your flex then if you're putting AJ Brown as a starting receiver? I guess it doesn't really matter, but
I'm starting Justin Jefferson no
Okay.
matter what.
okay. Josh Jacobs, anytime TD. Darren Waller, 6+ receptions. AJ Brown gets a deep ball TD. Kenyon Drake, 16+ fantasy points if Kyle Murray isn't feeling too selfish. Herbert, 3 TDs. Yeah, I hate Kyle
Who's
Murray.
that?
I
MP?
like Kyler.
Is that MP?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
always says Kyler being selfish. I love-
Carlson, once we catch up, we'll answer. It's our favorite players in the NFL, not on our team. Chad Hansen, a good start.
When we get caught up, I'd like to go over FanDuel plays for the week.
Okay. Chad
Hooper is
Hansen, a good
not
start.
expected to play. Austin Hooper is not expected to play tomorrow night.
Chad Hansen.
Njoku.
Do you guys like Chad Hansen this week?
Depends on who he's over. Who's he over?
It just says this is
Yeah,
the question.
Jasmine Hill. Who are your other options? Do you expect Swift to have a normal workload today? Yes. Evan Robillard or Robillard. Giggs is our Lions beat writer, and he said that his inside sources have said that Swift should be a full workload. Good afternoon, fellas. Dolphin, what's up, Dolphin?
What's up, Stronson?
Dolphinly?
Dolphin Sconch. Weather update for Bills Steelers. It's supposed
not
to. Oh, we actually do have Ollie. Ollie is reporting on the ground today. Ollie, what's the report down there in Buffalo? Thanks, Ollie. So there you go, Kara. I hope that cleared that up for you. Jacob, Swift, or Dobbins, half-point PPR. Swift. Pick 2, Kamara, Thielen, Taylor. Thanks in advance. Kamara and Thielen, I think. Do you guys still like Kamara, even with the whole Taysom Hill situation?
Who was the other option?
Thielen,
Taylor. Jonathan Taylor.
Pick
I'm
two.
assuming.
Who you going, Gigs?
Half-point PPR. Oh, no, that's... Oh, actually, I guess does that matter for you guys? Lucius,
I like Taylor.
Me too.
It doesn't matter.
I don't like
if it's-
Kamara.
Doesn't matter PPR or not.
No, because listen, they struggled. Basically, it was his first game having a good game with Taysom Hill last week, and this week against Philadelphia, good run defense. I don't know. I don't like it.
Interesting.
Where the Raiders, they suck. Sorry, MP.
Could you guys stop talking over each other? It's really hard, Deputy. We're on Zoom, so people are delayed. We really we can't control it. Sorry. QT or Boyd or Hilton half PPR 1 spot. We really like We really like QT, even if it's half PPR. I think that's pretty much unanimous. Or do you guys like T.Y. Hilton more than QT this week?
Really like T.Y. Hilton. I'm gonna roll the dice and say Hilton.
You guys agree?
Who? Let me see one more time. Kiki, was Kiki in there, right?
Yeah. It was Kiki. Okay.
Personally. CH or McKissick? CH, baby. It depends. It's a PPR, Dawson. Okay, I'm caught up on Twitter here.
It is.
Real quick. Who should I start in the flex? Connor, Ayuk, or Hilton? Who would you guys go?
I'm going Hilton. I'm just gonna keep riding. I'm gonna ride or die on Hilton today.
You're gonna go Hilton? I'm gonna go
Yeah.
James Conner. I think James Conner bounced back. I think the Steelers offense bounced back. We got Pago Way. We got Kyler or Taysom Hill. Who would you guys go? Me personally, I go Taysom Hill. What about you guys? Or I'm go Kyler. I'm sorry, I go Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right.
Agreed.
What do you mean apologize? Like you apologize? Or
I think
them?
he meant he is apologizing. It's okay.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
deputy, it's fine.
It's not
just
okay.
It's just some
Yeah,
feedback.
no,
not a big
it's all good. Yeah, no, it's very tough to not be able to talk over each other just because it is Zoom and we're just trying to answer questions.
Tyler's
so,
on like a
Um,
half-second delay or something like that. So
Am I?
yeah, you always have been whenever we do this. So that's why when I do the intro, I have to like say go and wait like a full second because you're on a delay. So
that's weird.
Yeah, it gets frustrating sometimes.
It would be between Drake, Hilton, or Chad Henson. So who is that between? I forget. Or that's just who your options are. Personally, I go Drake over the options. Would you guys agree, or are you still riding Hilton?
Dude, I just have to at this point. I'm so deep in Hilton that I can't.
You're
I
so
would just
deep
have
in
to
them.
go.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Lucky.
a little bit
Damn
sus.
guys.
That's a little sus,
Damn
dude.
it.
Robbie Anderson or McKissick? Robbie Anderson. Guys agree, or would you go McKissick?
I'd go
Right.
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie.
Robbie, I am. My bad. Oh, you're all good, deputy. There's no
Deputy,
no
I think
issue.
you owe us a like.
And if you guys haven't already, please
subscription,
like and
maybe?
subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We got MG3, Melvin Gordon, or AP. I'd go Melvin Gordon personally. Giggs, do you expect a big day out of Adrian Peterson?
No.
All right, so Melvin Gordon here. How do you feel about Derrick Henry line for rushing 108.5? You smashing that over? No,
That looks sexy.
I'm not. I'll tell you why. Jacksonville right now is kind of sneaky against the ground. Didn't they do pretty well? I don't know what he ended up finishing with, but didn't he have like 30 carries or something? I just feel like they're going to be so good passing the ball through the air. 108 though, that's a lot of yards. That's a shit ton of yards. Hey Siri, when was Aspire Sports made? Aspire
Yesterday.
Sports was made. When were we made? Like September?
September,
Around week
October.
4.
Yeah, it was around week 4. Like we didn't really start trying really hard and taking it serious till like I'd say like the middle of
I wouldn't
October.
even say taking it serious. Well, I mean that was part of it, but also we didn't really know what the hell to do.
Yeah, we had no idea what the hell. Now we're getting a good idea. We still don't know what the hell we're doing, but I think we're doing pretty well. So I'd say like October, middle of October is when we really grinded. Is it worth adding Jordan Reed or Njoku to drop Hurst? I'd rather have Hurst over them personally. What about you guys? Or would you have Reed? Because Njoku, here's the thing with Njoku, like Harrison Bryant was also heavily involved when Hooper didn't play. So like, I don't like Njoku personally.
No, yeah, not Njoku. But I guess I look at that as Reed or Hurst. I liked Hurst for so long because he played so much. Well, he played a lot, but doesn't he? He plays a lot better number wise when everyone's healthy on that offense.
Yeah, I feel like when everybody, just that offense general, yeah, when they're all healthy. But I don't, whatever you prefer. What would you say, Giggs?
I'm not very keen on Hayden Hurst, so
Reed?
my issue, yeah, I would probably go Reed.
And I
Allen
know
Robinson.
Dawson's-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know his situation. So he also has Kittle on the bench, like waiting in case he comes back.
Okay.
So I guess I probably go Jordan Reed.
Allen Robinson or Jonathan Taylor? Who do you guys like? Me personally, it's PPR. I go Allen
A-Rob,
Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Hey Rob, Tyler Boyd, CeeDee Lamb, or Alan Lazard? Choose one. For me, Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
Who'd you guys go?
Yeah.
Boyd.
Boyd. Oh, unanimous. 2 in a row. Look at that. No, Kyle thinking in his head, why would he even ask that? What was that about?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was. I don't know if he's talking about deputies question or if he's talking about a different one. But
Love the channel. Hey, we
yeah, we
love
appreciate
you,
it.
Carlson.
Appreciate
We
and
love you
Lyndon
hanging
said
out.
it too. Lyndon said, "Thanks,
Oh,
boys. Love the
and
channel."
Lyndon, I'm sorry, I kind of skipped ahead. I'm really bad at that. I skip ahead sometimes. So if you ask a question, don't be afraid to ask again. Don't feel like, and some people also say this real quick. I'm not trying to bother you guys. Like, don't ever feel like you're bothering us. Never feel like that. You never bother us. Like, we love to talk fantasy football. I could talk about football all day long. I don't care. So we got Hunt, Jacobs, Ty Johnson. Who you guys going? Kareem Hunt? Or are you going to roll Josh Jacobs at that point?
Oh, he's talking about. He asked MG3 or AP non-PPR standard scoring. That was his question. He was saying no. Kyle thinking in his head, why would you even ask that? Did you answer that question though?
Yeah, I think we said or Melvin Gordon.
Oh,
So
okay.
who are you guys going? Hunt, Ty Johnson, Jacobs
I might go Jacobs on this
at
one.
that point?
Yeah.
I'd probably go Kareem Hunt personally. Who would you go, Gigs?
Hunt.
Hunt. Same love the channel. Thank you, Carlson. We do appreciate it. PPR, Geo or Chark? I go Geo. I
Yep.
know he's been disappointing, but this is a beautiful matchup. If he doesn't produce in this matchup, never play him again. My gosh, this is the dream matchup here. CEH or T.Y. Hilton, who would you guys go? Flex.
Ty.
Ty. I'm going
I have
CEH.
to.
I'm big on CEH today, personally. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Dawson. We appreciate you. Should I start Kiki Cutie, Devontae Parker, Beasley, full PPR? Who would you go?
Kiki.
Iki.
Kiki.
Do you love
Kiki.
me?
AJ Brown or Allen Robinson? I go AJ Brown, but it is very close. And like for this, my personal opinion is go with your gut, because when it's like so close like that, just go with who you like more. Me personally, AJ Brown. What about you, Gigs?
I like AJ Brown. I think he's gonna torch him.
And Melvin Gordon over AP. There was one that you missed
Well,
over.
We answered that one earlier. He was
Okay.
repeating
Oh, referring.
what Kyle
Okay.
was saying. Yeah. Let's see. Ridley, DK, or Allen Robinson, PPR. Ooh,
I'm going Ridley.
Ridley. I'm gonna go DK. Who would you go, Ryan?
I'm gonna go DK. I think DK goes off.
DK, can I give you guys the password to my fantasy? Just take pictures of it and send it to us on Twitter. We'll be able to help you. Need one running back, one flex, 0.5 PPR. Jacobs. Oh, that was the. Oh, that now it's Debo's in the mix. So Jacobs, Hunt, Debo, or Ty Johnson.
I'm not picking Ty Johnson.
Oh, yeah,
So
Ty
it's really
Johnson's out
between
for
the other
me.
ones.
I'd probably go Hunt. I'd go the 2 running backs at that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Hunt and Jacobs. Yeah.
I would go Debo and then choose between Hunter Jacobs.
Let's see, Peyton Barber or AB? Antonio. I go AB.
I'm gonna go AB.
AB.
Yeah.
Who's that? Steve Austin?
It's Stone Cold Steve
Alright.
Austin.
Let's see.
Oh hell yeah, brother.
QQQT, Crowder, Swift, Mike Davis, Marvin Jones, PPR flex spot. Only one. Me personally, Mike Davis. It's
Yeah.
Mike Davis or Swift. Who you going, Gigs? Unless you pick he.
It's PPR. If that helps.
Let's go. You can only pick one.
Yeah, only one for the flex
Yeah.
spot.
Fuck.
Jay with the options.
I'll
here.
go Swift.
Swift. So Kyle, who would you go? Mike Davis or Swift?
Mike Davis.
Mike
I
Davis,
just think,
okay.
yeah, I just think he's his role this week.
Swamp Nola, let's go. We got no Gaskin. Pick one to flex. Aguilar, Pittman, QT, Perryman, Pittman. Or I'm sorry,
I'm
not
going
Pittman.
Kiki.
Kiki.
Kiki. Do you love
Agreed,
me?
Gigs. Right? I feel like you'd agree with
Yeah.
that. Peyton Barber, McKissick, or Duke Johnson. Is this PPR? Let us know if it's PPR, because for that group right there, that's a big difference if it's PPR. TY or McKissick at flex 0.5 PPR. Who you going?
TY. I have to.
I'm going
I really
McKissick.
have to.
I'm gonna go McKissick as well. Robbie Anderson and Adam Thielen. Who you going?
Thielen.
Thielen. Thielen's been playing so good. He's so hard to sit. Dobbins or Hines at flex half PPR.
Hines.
I'm gonna go Dobbins.
I'm gonna go Dobbins.
Hines Ward.
Any good daily fantasy steals? All right, Gigs, real quick, fire off a couple of your just favorites.
If you're looking at FanDuel or DraftKings, it doesn't matter. You're going to want Ronald Jones and David
Tyler
Montgomery.
Twitter is popping.
They're both really good.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're looking at a cheap wide receiver on DK, you can look at people like Rashad Perryman, maybe Russell Gage. If you're looking to pay up at wide receiver this week, guys that I'm very big on would be DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson. Devontae Adams is always good. Robbie Anderson's middle of the pack. He's good on DK and FanDuel. Kiki is better on FanDuel. I think he's almost a must play. Make sure you're playing Ronald Jones no matter what, though. Like I strongly suggest you play Ronald Jones. If you want to go cheap at running back, McKissick looks good on DK because it's point per reception. He's like 4,900 or something like that. Let's see, my other cheap guys at wide receiver. I like Jerry Jeudy, Rashad Perryman, Curtis Samuel. I think Sterling Shepard looks pretty good. Deebo Samuel, DJ Chark's not bad. I think all those guys are fine, cheap plays. And at tight end, I'm mostly focusing on like Hawkinson and Logan Thomas and Schultz this week. If you want to pay up, go get Kelsey. Go ahead. I'm not paying up for Waller. I don't like the matchup against Indy. And then at quarterbacks, I'm looking at Russell Wilson, Herbert, Rodgers, Tannehill, Brady, and Deshaun Watson. Maybe some Mahomes.
Nice. Do you think Swift gets a limited role today or normal workload? Did you answer that question? I don't think we got to that.
I don't think so. No.
Gigs, you think he's back to normal today, right? Because of the concussion and
Yeah, it's not like he
illness?
had. Yeah, it wasn't injuries that are going to be nagging.
Not
It
like a
wasn't
lower body
right.
injury.
Right. This was just concussion protocol, and then he had an illness, which was unfortunate. Like he was supposed to play last week. We thought he was going to play last week. I don't see why we'd be concerned this week.
Okay. Aldravis, Reese, the Peyton Barber, McKissick, Duke Johnson question, that is non-PPR.
Non-PPR.
Yeah.
So Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson, if non-PPR, Aldravis. Harpo for Perez, PPR. His question was Robbie Anderson or Adam Thielen? Thielen, you feel, or do you think Anderson?
No, I think we said or
With
Thielen
it
for
being
that.
Thielen.
PPR, you like it? Okay. Does it change anything being PPR?
No, not me. Not me personally.
No.
Mahomes
Rodgers.
or Rodgers, PPR? PPR
Rodgers.
wouldn't. Yes, Rodgers is what Ryan likes. What do you guys like? Do you guys have a good feeling
Rodgers or
about
Mahomes, guys?
Rodgers or Mahomes this week?
Me personally, I like Rodgers.
Rodgers. Giggs
It's very
likes
hard to sit
Rodgers.
Mahomes, but
Yeah.
it's
We all know what Mahomes can do, but Rodgers has been more consistent of like a 250, 300 passing yards with 2 touchdowns every game.
and
Like,
plays
he's
a very
surefire
beat
back.
up secondary in
Yeah.
Detroit.
It doesn't get easier than this.
Oldest here. Tyler and Giggs are the same age. Ryan's what, 27, right?
26.
20. You're almost 27, and he'll be 27 in March, couple months.
Oh,
and
you know what my birthday month is.
Dude,
and
dude.
then, I'm the
ASL.
youngest. I'm 25.
That's
I just turned 25. Thank you, Derek says. You're not welcome, Derek. Chark or Debo, half PPR.
Debo.
Debo.
Debo. Giggs, you like Montgomery, 67.5.
Yes.
Yes, Dolphin. Tannehill or Murray? Tannehill is kind of what seemed to be unanimous today. No available yards on Ronald Jones on DK. That is stupid.
Garbage.
some
They pulled
shit.
it.
Mostert or Gurley?
Mostert.
We were talking about
Stefano
that.
taught us this.
They're both
Be better.
Yeah, true. Mostert. They're both kind kind of in that injury conversation, but I think Mostert's a safer play. 49ers or Panthers defense.
Panthers.
Yeah, I think that was.
Panthers.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was what you guys were saying earlier. I think it might be raining during Seattle game. Dude, I don't
Yeah.
think it ever rains in Seattle.
That's so
that's
weird that it's gonna rain in Seattle. I was
Yeah.
gonna say the same thing. It's fucking nuts.
Who would you start in flex? Need a big upside guy. Devontae Parker, T. Higgins, Duke Johnson.
Dawson,
might
don't
go-
worry about the rain.
I might go Duke.
Duke.
I'm going T. Higgins.
T. Higgins. T. Higgins, I'm starting him personally in fantasy. I think he's
So
gonna
you'd
have a
start
pretty good week.
T. Higgins over Duke.
Yeah, I like T. Higgins.
Ty, what
this
do you
week.
think? T. Higgins or Duke?
Duke for me personally.
More than Devontae
Yeah,
Parker,
so
both
either.
of them.
Yeah, I think Duke is going to see a big workload today.
All right, so
It
go
might not
with
be
T.
efficient, but-
Higgins.
think we're
Do you trust
split.
the Cowboys defense today against the Bengals? I don't think anybody trusts the Cowboys defense ever. So, no. What are your
I'm
options,
gonna have them in
Peyton?
DFS. I'll have a couple lineups with Dallas defense.
Big Ben or Watson? I think if we're talking
Watson.
fantasy wise, though, with him only having Kiki Cutie, you're really gonna play Watson?
I'm playing Watson.
I just think he's a stud.
I do too, but I just think with limited targets and no.
I
run
mean, can you
game-
trust the Steelers' offense right now? They look freaking terrible. I'd
But
only trust like
I don't know, maybe.
Johnson.
But also, who do the Bills have in their secondary besides?
Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, besides
I know.
White. They're
They-
depleted.
Juju has maybe the best matchup in the slot this week.
Yeah.
In all of wide receivers. Just saying that out there.
So it's
but-
really up to you, Julian. If you don't want to listen to some Steeler fans, I'm not even saying because in a biased way. If with Fuller and now Brandon Cooks, like I just don't like Watson as much anymore. But given that, I would pick him every single week. I love Deshaun Watson. Which game are you guys watching at 1? I'll be watching the Chiefs game and I'll be watching Red Zone. I don't know about you guys.
What's on
I'll
locally?
be watching
I don't know
the
what it
Chiefs get upset by the
That's
Dolphins.
Chiefs or Giants game. Giants Arizona.
The
I'll
Dolphins.
be trying to watch as many as possible.
Yeah, I
Lions
love
don't play
watching
before.
Red Zone.
Red Zone's the best, yeah.
I
Red
can't
Zone's
tell you
awesome.
guys the website I use, but Derek knows about it, and you get Red Zone, and it's pretty nice there.
It's a
Bob.
very nice.
I have Carson, so I like it. Yeah, Dolphin is what up, man. Pick 2, sit 1 wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Robbie Anderson.
Mute
That
your
was
mic.
disgusting. Get the hell off my podcast.
Boom.
Boom.
I thought about
You're
leaving to
gone.
prove a point, but then I'm like, Kyle would be really mad because he doesn't like when we did that.
Yeah, because he looks stupid.
Who doesn't like it? Me?
No, just
No,
because
Kyle
it
doesn't like when people-
disorients the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick 2, sit 1, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Robbie Anderson. I think PPR. Somebody likes AJ Brown more than Justin Jefferson. Who is it?
Me. I love AJ Brown.
This week too, especially.
Yes.
Well, that's why we don't. Tyler's not.
That's
our
why you just
resident.
go with the opposite. The funny guys on Twitter say that. I'll just go the opposite. Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's so.
The
Some
funny
guy
guys.
said that to me the other day, and he was a. I don't remember. Oh, he was a Rams fan. He was saying Robert Woods is like a must play. I'm like, dude, whatever. I just muted him. I didn't even care. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
dude.
why? He literally never
Yeah,
talked to him
something.
before. He doesn't follow us. It's like he went out of his way to say it. Who cares? Why are you even bothering with me?
He was wrong. So
Yeah, he was. That was the funniest part. I was like, you're an idiot. Dalton Schultz, Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst, you said isn't playing, right?
no, he is. He's just bad.
Okay.
He's not actually bad. He just hasn't been utilized. So I'll go Dalton Schultz. I think Giggs likes Dalton Schultz today too.
Bills, Seattle, Cowboys. My defense options. Who would you pick?
Seattle.
Yeah,
What?
I guess. Yeah, probably Seattle
Defense.
Cowboys.
Bills. Seattle
Bills.
Cowboys.
Seattle.
Okay. Well, you heard it first.
Yeah, with
Packers,
Seattle.
Seahawks, Chiefs, Saints to win all money line.
I wouldn't include the Saints.
Yeah, I think they all win.
Yeah, I would take the Saints and the Chiefs off that, and you should be good.
Hey, maybe they do upset them.
Put
We'll
the
see.
Steelers on there.
No, I like that. What does that even pay out?
Yeah, Dawson, give us
Austin,
the
let us
deets
know the
on
odds
that.
on that one.
I bet you that's just a little over doubling up.
Yeah, that anybody who wants to watch NFL Red Zone, I'm not gonna tell you who to look at, but his name starts with a D and ends with a K. Go look at his comment.
Who, DK?
And that is a good website to watch some quality streams on that aren't the Aspire Sports Show, which is obviously the best show on the
They're
internet.
the best.
Pick two to full PPR: DeAndre Washington, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Pittman. I feel like Tyler's gonna say
I'm gonna go
Washington.
Washington
Ryan's
and
gonna say Hilton. Ooh. So here it is. Tyler has officially converted, I guess you could say, Ryan into a DeAndre Washington fan. Interesting.
Well, your issue with that one is, if you don't pick Washington, you're picking two wide receivers from the same team. While I like the matchup for the Colts, I like T.Y. Hilton more than Pittman, and I don't want two wide receivers on the same team. But we did miss one, Chark or Hunt.
Oh, we did? Oh, I did. Sorry, Peg, if you're still here. I would
Greg
love
the
to
Peg?
Greg the Peg.
We like a good pegging here and there. Chark or Hunt, flex half PPR. Yeah, Chark was pretty. I would imagine would be an answer by everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chark on that one.
Gigs, I know
Chark.
likes Chark. Yeah. PPR. Oh no, we didn't answer. Pick two full PPR: DeAndre Washington, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Pittman. We didn't finish answering that one. I don't think, did we? Or we said? Oh, I made the joke. Gigs, did you want to answer that one at all? Pick two full PPR. Washington,
Yeah, I
Hilton,
would.
Pittman.
I probably wouldn't play Hilton and Pittman, so just pick one of those guys and then Washington.
Goddard, Thomas, Schultz. Goddard is Ryan's pick. I shouldn't have even asked. Thomas or Schultz then for you guys? Do you like Goddard more?
I'd probably go Schultz personally.
Okay. PPR: Geo, Chark, Jones, or T. Higgins.
It's Marvin Jones.
Jones. Yeah, that's what I was assuming. The lowercase just it messed me up, dude.
It was like hiding.
It was like that Alex's last name, dude. For some reason, I saw an R. I don't know why. I thought it was Wormer. Thank God it wasn't.
Yeah,
'cause
dude.
What a terrible
How
name.
embarrassing.
He didn't even,
Wormer.
he didn't
We
even
got Wormer
retweet it.
coming on the stream. Yeah, because oh my God, they're fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
Call me Wormer.
I'm gonna call him Wormy. See what he says. What's up, Wormy? See if he gets mad. He
He'll get
leaves.
pissed. He'd leave.
He didn't even like it, dude. You better text him, Ryan. Tell him we're pissed. It's a free $100 bet.
We didn't answer that one. The need to.
payout. Yeah, well, Anthony, I think we're thinking T. Higgins and Chark, I think, would be PPR. Oh, or Geo. Do you go?
No, I like
I don't
Geo.
think Geo is. Geo's not liked by Tyler and Gigs this week.
I thought they liked Geo.
I like Geo this week than I have more than prior
Do you like
weeks,
him more than
but
T.
he hasn't been
Higgins?
good, so I can see him getting a big workload though.
Do you like him more than T. Higgins or Marvin Jones?
No. If I'm gonna play anyone on Cincinnati, I'm playing T. Higgins.
Interesting. Okay, I lied. The Seahawks defense isn't available, so Panthers, Cowboys, Bills. Panthers was the next one. We did
Panthers.
like Panthers this week, yeah. So yeah. I'm starting Mike Evans, Curtis Samuel, and Thomas. Got Claypool, Laundry on the bench. Should I catch the lineup PPR?
I'm sticking with what you have. So basically, would you put Claypool or Landry over Mike Evans, Curtis Samuel, or Michael Thomas?
I'd keep it as is.
PPR, yeah.
Okay. Chark or Hunt, flex half PPR.
No, Peg, we already answered that one. Peg said thanks. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah.
got him.
Oh okay, okay. I see. That was literally the next thing. Good call. Who's gonna win, Washington or 49ers? Probably Washington. I think they're really hot right now, and the 49ers are kind of a mess.
Stefano
Um,
told us that that 49ers are going to be in tank mode,
Oh yeah, sorry,
or at least he
Stefano, if
wants
you're
them to
here.
be.
I didn't say they're a mess. I said they're a grass. Um, I need two: Chubb, Justin Jefferson, or Ridley. Probably Chubb and Ridley. Would you guys agree?
There's Chubb, Jefferson, Ridley. He needs two.
I personally would go Jefferson Ridley.
I'd probably go, in my opinion, I'd go Chubb and Jefferson.
I just think
think
I
I go
like
Chubb and
Chubb so
Jefferson.
much because obviously this offense really relies on him. And it's a divisional game and it's a must-win game for Cleveland. So I just really like Chubb this week. And with Julio being out, I love Ridley. Should I start Marvin Jones? What are
If
your
Jair
options?
Alexander is going to
Andrew?
be on him, then God damn it, dog. If Jair Alexander's on him, then I don't see him doing better than like 4 or 5 catches for 80 yards. Like I don't have a high ceiling for him this week, but he's obviously going to have the volume. They have no one else.
Yakui
Let us know
Lee.
who would be over, Andrew.
Yeah,
Let us know who
Andrew,
would
let
be
us
over.
know who else you got. Good looking out today, fellas. Appreciate it. Good luck out all of you and those here trying in week 14. Thank you, Peg. We really do appreciate it. I haven't seen you in here before, so if you did like the content, please subscribe. Unless you already are, then we really appreciate it. And also, if you haven't already, please like this video. It helps share it with the algorithm. It helps spread the word, and it helps us out. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in. It does mean a lot. Sorry, guys, I forgot who you said about James Conner and J.D. McKissick. Ryan said J.D. McKissick. I know Tyler has faith in James Conner this week. I personally do, given the bad weather. I think they're going to try to lean on him. And he is the same situation as DeAndre Swift, whereas he's not really injury related anymore. He was COVID and kind of out for a while. So he actually could be pretty healthy going on this game. It just depends on the O-line. Ryan, you still like McKissick, right?
Yeah, did he say whether it was PPR or anything? Or
No,
standard?
It's
Yakui.
PPR. I love McKissick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wide receiver flex. Yeah, he didn't say. So Yakui, let us know. Thanks, guys. Sinhu Estrada, no problem, dude. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. If we really helped you out, we really would appreciate that. Curtis Samuel or Tyler Boyd? Curtis Samuel or Tyler Boyd?
I'm going Samuel.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm gonna
Curtis
go
Samuel
Samuel.
probably would be the
I think Ty likes Boyd.
non-PPR. Does that change anything?
I'm going to go Curtis Samuel. Ty, do
No,
you like Boyd
I
or
like
Curtis Samuel?
no, I like Curtis Samuel more.
All right.
Okay, non-PPR. That's why.
And non-PP, yeah, I like him in both.
Okay, we're all caught up. Any other questions by anybody? I'm gonna go back and kind of weed through, but
I'm just going to say a real quick heads up. Check the time. I mean, it's 12:45. So if you still have
Yeah.
lineups and stuff, make sure you get them in because sometimes we get so caught up in this, we
True.
personally forget to set our lineups. So
Yeah, I need to also look at that personally.
Yeah.
So also, if you're
Right.
watching and you haven't, maybe you've just been distracted by how beautiful we are, and you haven't checked your lineup, do that right now. Ask any questions you have, final questions. If you've had any second thoughts about a guy, you've been thinking about it all week, just go ahead, ask away. We'll give you our best answers, our best educated answers. It's not a PPR for James Conner and McKissick. Does that change your mind, Giggs, for James Conner and McKissick?
Man.
If it's not PPR, I'm probably going Connor.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, I guess I'd roll that
I
way then.
agree. Just because McKissick he gets those receptions and it makes him very valuable in PPR. Do I start DeAndre Washington or Tim Patrick? Washington, I think, is just pure volume. Flyboys, is it? And not that I think it would really matter, but is it PPR or not? Pick 2, Swift, Connor, Drake. Victor, I think just when it comes to Drake and Connor, I think it's going to matter. Also, let us know if that's PPR or not. I know Swift is pretty much an automatic one, but between those two, I don't. For everybody else, it might be kind of a toss-up.
I would
DeAndre
probably go
Washington,
Swift and Drake.
Swift and Drake. Even if it's PPR, it doesn't matter for you.
I just don't know. I'm kind of with Helfrich on or Ty on the offense in Pittsburgh. I really don't know
I
what to
think
expect
he.
right now.
Well, I think he was. Tyler, weren't you saying that you like James Conner this week?
You're
I like
saying
James
no
Conner.
one's going to run the ball,
That's
but
it.
like they're like
Yeah.
really spreading the love right now, in my opinion. At least I
Yeah.
feel that
I
way.
like Johnson out of all the receivers for
Yeah.
sure.
I just think
And
they're
then
gonna
Juju, but
go back to a little bit of what they're doing at the beginning of the season. I think they've been passing the ball too much. And if you go look at what Colin Cowherd said the other day, he actually made a really good point. I'll give it to him. What he talked about the Steelers and why he said all the shit he did, and he made a decent point. I'll give it to him. But anyways, I digress. Or DeAndre Washington, Duke. Okay, yeah, we didn't answer that one. Did we? Yeah, DeAndre Washington, Duke Johnson, or Ty Johnson, PPR.
Not Ty Johnson. So it was Duke or DeAndre Washington,
Yeah,
and it's PPR.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Duke.
Okay. Do you guys
Duke or
agree?
DeAndre Washington.
Yeah.
Ties.
Ty
um,
PPR. Duke or
PPR,
Duke or DeAndre.
it's really close. I'd probably go just because the matchup's a little bit more favorable. I would go DeAndre Washington just because they can actually be ran on. But I expect them to see more passes as well.
Geo or Hunt. I think Geo is a safer play just because Hunt,
Geo.
you don't really know what to expect. Flyboys, yes, it is PPR for DeAndre Washington and Tim Patrick. Who would you
Washington.
pick for PPR? Washington?
Or
Mhm.
boy Timmy P.
No, I love Timmy P, but I love me some my James Washington or
He's
DeAndre.
conflicted.
No, I love Timmy P, but I'm gonna go with
AJ
Washington.
Brown or Allen Robinson?
Boy.
AJ Brown.
AJ.
Yes, sir. What's up, bro? What's up, Lil Top? Lil Top? Lil Top? What's going on, bro? Thank you for tuning in. You're pretty. I think he was in here when we were playing a game the other day. Wasn't that him? When we're playing Apex, maybe. I think that was him.
Yeah.
Do we like AJ Brown to score a tutty today? Yeah, probably. I could see it. DeAndre Washington or CEH and flex. Tyler, he has a good feeling about CEH this week.
I
But
know
he
a lot
also
of people are
likes
super down
DeAndre
on him because
Washington.
he burned everybody last week, but let's also not forget what he did against the Raiders not long ago, and Miami's not good against the ground.
I just don't see. Le'Veon signed a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I just don't see why you wouldn't try to get CEH going early in his career, his rookie year, especially when you're going to be in the playoffs. Give him as much experience as possible. I don't see them ever straying away from him, so I think he's still a solid week if he's healthy. Do you guys have anything you want to add to that? DeAndre Washington, CEH, and flex? Giggs and Ryan.
DeAndre Washington, CEH. I'm gonna go CEH.
Okay.
You played JD McKissick over Marvin Jones.
PPR.
PPR.
In a full, and probably not half. In like a full point, yeah, because there's a big difference, but not in like half. I'd probably still go Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones didn't get shouted by Jair Alexander earlier in the season when Galladay was out. So does that happen again? I mean, Jair didn't even shadow Allen Robinson, so I don't know who he's truly shadowing at this point. I don't know. So if he doesn't shadow him, then I like it, but we won't know.
So do you think Mike Williams deserves a start? Is he going to gonna? Oh, jeez. Is he
He's a
gonna
feast or
go
famine
off?
player.
Yeah,
Feast
I
or
agree.
famine.
There's just it depends on your other options, but there's so many options right now. One of them's gonna hit. One of them's gonna have a really good day. Probably even a couple of them are gonna have good days.
Yeah. Chark or Mike Williams? Chark. Mahomes or Rodgers? Which for my flex from Chris Carson, McKissick, Deontay, Wayne Gallman? We've said Rodgers just because his matchup is easier and he just is more likely to have I don't know. I think he is on. I think somebody made a really good point. I mean, usually his stat line on a good week is like 250, 260, and like 3 touchdowns, maybe even 4. whereas Mahomes could have like a 350 week with like 1 or 2 touchdowns and they still blow out a team. So I do agree with that. I like Rodgers this week. But in terms of flex, Chris Carson, McKissick, Deontay, Wayne Gallman.
Carson.
Carson, but it's really close. You said Wayne Gallman, right?
Yeah, and Deontay
I-
McKissick.
Oh, those are really good options. Carson or Gallman. I'm super bullish on Gallman today. The Arizona is they're beat up front defensively, and you just had Gallman put up 120 yards, 130 yards against one of the best run defenses in the NFL in Seattle. Dude's legit.
I just
and
think
they run the ball extremely well.
if Seattle wants to win, they need to rely more on the run game, and I think I think they're going to do that this week, and I like Chris Carson just because of that reason.
Chris Carson is a beast too. That
Yeah.
dude is
So
one of the better running backs in the NFL.
because
and he didn't
that was
get
another
cut.
thing Colin Cowherd brought up. In the years that they went to the Super Bowl, Russell Wilson was like bottom, like below 15th in pass attempts in the league that year, like under 15th. So is Pat Mahomes when they won the Super Bowl. It's like things like that. So I think if Seattle wants to have a chance, they need to run the ball, and that goes for a lot of teams that are pass.
Man,
heavy.
you just love Chris Collinsworth, don't you?
It wasn't Chris Collins. It was
Oh,
Colin
I thought you
Cowherd.
said
I
Colin
might have said.
Cowherd.
I don't know if I said Chris Collins.
I heard Colin.
I
or
might have
something.
said
I don't know.
Collinsworth.
No,
I
you
don't
probably
know
said
for
Colin
sure.
Cowherd.
But Colin Cowherd, usually a dumbass, but he finally gave a reason to why he's been being a dumbass. And I mean, it's not like he's wrong for saying the Steelers have problems, because they definitely do. So, anyways, Kareem Hunt or DeAndre Washington? I think DeAndre Washington is the safer play just because pure volume. Half PPR, yes, definitely. Well, actually, no, half PPR still. If it was standard, I think Kareem Hunt, just because Tyler said he's more likely to get touchdowns. Jacobs or Taylor? Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, can you tell your favorite player in the NFL now? Yeah, we got a minute. I don't. If anybody has any, but not of your favorite team, just anybody in the NFL.
So don't include our favorite teams, just our
Yeah,
favorite
like
player.
who would be who's somebody you like if you get to watch this team, you're looking forward to watching that player because of that team every week.
On it, I mean, you guys are gonna hate me for this one, but I really enjoy I like Patrick Mahomes a lot. Obviously, I mean, he's exciting to watch, and also he just seems like a good dude. I also randomly like Devontae Adams too.
Ryan nailed it. I mean, those
Yeah.
are probably my two guys. Like, I think Patrick Mahomes is the most entertaining person to watch, and then like Adams is the one who just amazes me week in, week out with just how consistent he is at wide receiver.
I really love to watch offensive lines battle. No, it's like
No, I'm a
I was like,
defensive.
okay.
I'm a defensive guy, so I enjoy a really good pass rusher. I had a James Harrison jersey in the Bass, and then he left, and I ripped it up playing backyard football because fuck him. But I'm getting a TJ Watt jersey for Christmas, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Or at least I hope I am, Mom and Dad, if you're watching. If not, you better hurry up and get to the store.
one other person that I do like watching too is Russell Wilson. I like watching Russell Wilson a lot too. But
Yeah.
it's definitely the quarterbacks. Like if they're just exciting to watch. I mean, I liked watching Dallas. Dallas was exciting, even though I hate Dallas. But
I love watching also a good
Patty
wide
Mahomes
receiver.
is just
A crisp route running receiver who can make the toe line
DeAndre-
drags. Yeah,
Deontay.
those dudes who make like Deontay Johnson is the best wide receiver in the league. No, but
He
like
might
people
be.
like Justin Jefferson, like who just those tight window pass, those catches where they'll put their toes right on the freaking line. Like those guys are
Like
so much
most
fun to
toes?
watch. Yeah, I mean he's a beast.
Tyreek Hill.
All
I like
right, so
Tyreek
let's
Hill.
catch up real quick. Carlson, great question. It's nice to change it up here and there. Gallman or Swift half PPR? I think that's a
gonna
good
go
question.
I'm going Gallman personally.
Sorry, Giggs. Well, we know Giggs likes Swift this week. Tannehill or Kyler PPR? I'm afraid Derrick Henry is going to go 200 yards, 3 TDs. No, I think Tannehill's still a safer play than Kyler. I think if Derrick Henry is going to go off, I don't think it'll be that crazy, but I think it'll benefit Ryan Tannehill if anything. Last question. Arizona's defense. These got to be rapid fire too because we have 3 minutes, so rapid
Yeah.
fire. Arizona's defense, Green Bay defense.
Green Bay.
Okay. Packers, Chiefs to win. AJ Brown, DK score. How do you guys like that?
That's pretty good.
Pays $450. We'll come back to that, Dawson, if you didn't like it.
I
we
think it
addressed
sounds good.
But yeah, it sounds good to me. AJ Brown is iffy. Tannehill might not have to do anything. Yeah. Maybe AJ Brown's iffy every week, and I still like him, and I still like Corey
Like
Davis.
AJ Brown.
Jonnu Smith's back too, so I like Tannehill a lot this week. Boyd, Chark, Debo.
Debo.
Boy,
Okay. I'll just be the one to say that I think Debo should. They're gonna rely on him a lot.
Quick.
Start one. Boyd, Chark, Kiki.
Boyd.
Well, when we
Ah,
all
Kiki,
are
Kiki.
undecided on one, I gotta at
Yeah.
least be the difference maker.
what is it?
Boyd, Chark, Kiki.
Kiki.
Okay, Kiki. I just got back to Jacob slander. Yeah, fuck him. Just kidding. No, we were just talking about him. It was coincidental. Taylor over Jacobs now. Yes, good call. Sterling Shepard, Christian Keek.
Kirk.
Okay,
Kiki.
God, Kiki.
Kiki.
Yeah, Mike Williams at flex. Yeah, Kiki definitely. This is a fact.
Washington or Hunt?
This is a fact. Jacobs will outplay Taylor. Yeah.
Go Washington.
Yeah, I like Washington.
Higgins
Higgins
or
or
Hunt?
Hunt?
I like
Hunt.
Higgins.
Dobbins.
Hunt.
I got this, so just don't talk over me because I'm sure it's frustrating for people. Dobbins, CEH, D Johnson. I'm assuming Duke Johnson, obviously, because David's out.
CEH.
CH.
Okay, Noah Fant or Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
Okay, no problem, Scotty. Dobbins, CEH. We already answered that.
Miami,
one.
San
Quick
Francisco.
question. Yeah, stop
San Francisco.
doing that.
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
It's more
You're welcome,
annoying
guys.
talking over each other.
We got hurry. They're saying
I
quick.
get that, but it's more annoying hearing people talk over each other.
I think we got to them all.
Yeah, we're good. No problem, Carlson.
Good luck,
Any last
guys.
second
That was
questions? We
close.
have probably 2 minutes, maybe, if that. If you have any last second questions, ask them. Also, if you're still watching and you haven't liked and subscribed, please do it. Also, go to our main channel and you go see our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow us on all those. Keep up with us, especially if you think we're cute. Yeah. So we can kind of retouch on Dawson. No, I don't. Actually, we don't like him.
His
so.
bet's locked. I'm sure it's locked.
Yeah,
at
it's
this
locked.
point.
Yeah, we don't
It's
care
one.
anyways. Screw
Thanks,
'em.
guys. Let's go today. Big game today. Big
Good luck, guys.
a lot of implications on today. We'll be live tonight again from 7:30 till game time tonight. So make sure you check back in. We'll have your parlay for the people. We'll have bets, and we'll see how you did in fantasy. Maybe we gave you some good advice. You can come back and say thanks. Maybe we gave you some shit advice. Come back and say fuck you guys. No, don't say that. But at
'Cause
the end
if-
of the day,
If
you set the
do-
lineups. You make the choices. We help you. We try to educate. That's all we try to do. So, thank you guys.
You'll get the boot.
And
just
good
like
luck.
that.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck,
See ya.
guys. See ya.
All right, boys. Well, GG's.
All right. Yeah, good luck, fellas.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of I fell, where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face,